Yeah, good evening, everyone. Notifications worked finally. Maybe it was what happened yesterday. Maybe it was maybe it just cost Google collapsing entirely, to fix people's notification problems. That'd be nice to know. Everybody already wants me to kick Nasser. He's not even in here yet, but he did say he was coming in later. I will be kicking Nasser the minute he shows his face. And of course, we're just kidding. Hi, everyone. It's Comicsgate Live. Comic Artist Pro Secrets. My name is Ethan Van Sciver, 25-year comic book veteran, illustrator of future Canadian Prime Minister Dr. Jordan B. Peterson's 12 Rules for Life, creator of Cyberfrog, the biggest crowdfunded comic book of all time. Well, I mean, we have a little Cyberfrog miniature if you'd like to pick one of those up at evscollectibles.com. Those are for sale. 354 people watching already tonight. That is devotion and dedication. With me tonight, my wingman, Antonio Bryce. What's going on, Antonio?
Oh, I'm good, brother. What's going on with you?
Good, man. Pretty good. I got John Malin in here tonight.
Hello, everybody.
Yes, it's magnificent to have you, John Malin. Normally, you just kind of sit in the wings, and it's hard to get you to join. But tonight you have joined us right out of the gate. I do appreciate you. Yeah. What are you working on?
I'm just about to start a top secret project, so I wish I could say more, but I can't yet.
How come you're working?
3.
What is it? Is it Jawbreakers 3? No, it isn't. Is it?
No comment.
Jawbreakers 3, man. Can you imagine? That would be crazy. It's not what we heard, is it? What was Jawbreakers 3 called? It has it's called Lord of the, or what is it called?
God King. Know?
God King. Yeah. How's the script? Is it good?
No comment.
Yeah. Tripped him up. All right, we got my friend Steven from Asami Children of Rusu. Rusu. Is it Rusu or pronounce that for me?
Rusu. Children of Rusu.
Yeah, Steven, what's your last name again? I forgot. It's
Hart. H-A-R-T.
Okay, all right. I wanted to call you Stephen Hayes for some reason, but I think that is a journalist, a conservative journalist who works for right-wing. I don't know where does he work? So where does Stephen Hayes work? I don't know. But in any case, I'm happy to have you here tonight. Stephen, welcome. Stephen does a comic book called Asami, Children of Rusu. It's doing pretty well. I better put that link in the description as well. Let's just get some people aware. You know what we do here, Antonio? So much of what we do is it's raising awareness.
Oh, yeah.
You know, the rest of the comic industry is lowering awareness. I'm raising it. I don't get enough credit for that. Do I or do I? I don't know. John, do you think most people lower awareness and I raise awareness?
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, it's hard to tell that Marvel and DC even exist anymore. People are so anti-talking about their projects, and we do the opposite, and Ethan spearheads it.
Why is that? Why do people not want to talk about their projects? What is the whole reason behind that psychologically?
I wish I knew.
Anti-capitalist
mindset.
I was asking John Malin, Nasser.
Sorry, Ethan.
Anti-capitalist, anti-corporation. They hate that they work for what they perceive to be the man, and to look at someone like Visaggio, who flat out said they would rather be writing socialist propaganda instead of writing for action figures.
Visaggio is going after us lately on Twitter, especially me. I don't know why. What did I do to her? What did I do to Visaggio? Nothing. I'm doing. And for goodness sakes, if anything, I'm kind and merciful, just, all of these things. And still, I get no credit. I get no credit from Mags Visaggio, tweeting out all these weird things about me. I didn't do nothing wrong. Nasser, welcome. It's good to have you here. I want you to understand that you are welcome at all times, wherever you go. Gojirify says $2. Oh my God, kick Nasser. Now that is the opposite of what I was just trying to say. I wasn't trying to say kick Nasser. I was trying to say, Nasser, welcome. Welcome.
Awesome to be here, Ethan.
What'd you do today?
I had work 9 to 5, went to the comic shop, and I was about to start writing, but then you were like, here's the link. So I was like, I got to get on and promote Brutus.
I appreciate you doing that. Yeah, we got to promote Brutus the Badass. Salvador, but it's like Salvator. That's the way he breaks up his name. Thanks for $4.99. Renfamous is getting out of hand. I heard last week that she put liquid paper on a bee, and it died. Well, that is cruel. That is cruel. I can relate. I have to admit. You know what I used to do? Like when a wasp or a hornet used to get into the house and be buzzing against the window, and everybody'd be panicking, like, "Oh my God, there's a paper hornet in the house, and it's going to sting you." Just take a pair of scissors and cut it in half, and it kills it instantly. And you know how they are? They're segmented and everything. You can just get a pair of scissors, and it's buzzing around. It's going to sting you. You don't have to smash it against the window. That's messy. Just take a nice pair of neat scissors and just go clip it right in half. And it just falls into two pieces, dead instantly.
Wait, are you clipping it on a wall? How are you subduing it?
It's just against the window. It'll stop for a minute and crawl up the window. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It pauses,
right.
Then you just clip it in half.
Snip, snip.
Just like that. It's very easy, and there isn't a mess. There's no big mess. What do you think about that, John? Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, it sounds efficient.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Steven, what do you think?
Oh man, you can do whatever you want to wasps. Hate wasps. I hate flies and bees.
Oh, I thought we were talking about circumcision for a second.
Hang on. All right. We're typing back Brutus, the badass. And here's the link. All right. I'm going to put that in there. So I think the chat is almost put together. I should also put black and white because I think RT Bear's in here.
Yes. Hey, gentlemen. How are you?
Hey,
Artie
Boomer
Bear.
Art.
Artie Bear.
This is just one of those days where we're going to have a full house. We're going to have a good time here. Art to Bear's black and white. Right here.
We're so close to 27K right now.
Oh, nice.
Opaque says RT Bear is too polite to promote black and white. Promote it. Well, why is everything my job? RT Bear can promote black and white. I'll put the link in there, but Yeah,
I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to try to stumble around and promote my book.
Do you picture yourself as stumbling around when you're promoting your book?
Everything I do in life is stumbling around. I don't even know how I got to this point in life.
I admire you for getting here safely. I see people...
I almost tripped down the stairs, by the way. I'm not even kidding.
That's such an Art thing to do.
I know.
We have to be careful in our old age, Art.
I know. Well, you know what? That's not even a joke, Ethan. I just turned 57.
Did you? Wait, you're 57?
Yes.
Gross.
What the hell are you talking about?
I thought you were older than that.
7.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Well, happy birthday.
Well, thank you. October 7th. Yes.
I better get in my happy birthdays now. I mean, you're not going to be around much longer.
Well, especially the way I head down those stairs when I get the hangout link.
Yeah, I forgive you for every time you didn't understand what the hell was going on. I forgive you. I didn't realize you were 57 years old. Art,
How
you
old did you think he
outlived the
was?
Lord Jesus Christ by almost twice.
That's funny. That's true, though, isn't it? Yeah.
It is true. You know, you look at Elvis Presley, he died at 42. Not you. You're still kicking at 57.
There you go.
I mean, you know, you didn't make a movie with Nancy Sinatra or who's
Wait,
the other
not
one?
yet. Not yet.
That's true. There's still time. It's not like either of you are gone yet.
Yeah, the black and white
you know.
movie will recruit her, Nancy Sinatra.
Mm.
She'll
These
put those
boots were made
go-go
for
boots.
walking.
Yeah, she'll put those go-go boots on.
Yeah. I don't know. Those boots. Now, whenever I hear about boots, I think about Chuck Wendig and poopy on boots and being forced to eat them. Goddamn Chuck Wendig for ruining my life about that. He really did like upset the whole apple cart. Somebody wrote a good article about Chuck Wendig, though, in the midst of all this. I'd like to read it to you now. Do you mind?
Let's do it.
All right,
I
Chuck
mind.
Wendig's firing is neither a grave injustice nor a sign of impending Nazi apocalypse. Newsflash, by the way. Look at his little face here. Look at his little face.
He looks like he's 57.
How old is he? Does anybody know?
I look better than him.
Somebody do the research real quick. Find out how old Archie Bear, not Archie Bear. How old Chuck
40,
Wendig is.
42.
Yanni Huel says, "Why is Art hanging out with these children? Creepy." I know. He's like, "Hello, fellow children."
He's
Hey,
40.
you want some ice cream?
L Largo 30. I have taken your advice and started my own channel. I uploaded my first video today. It's a Kylo Ren toy review. Please everyone check it out at L Argo 30. Go check out that Kylo Ren toy review. It's not going to be good. It's Kylo Ren. It's a Kylo Ren toy. It's garbage. But that's a spoiler alert. Chuck Wendig, shit stirrer. How do you like that? Hey, Mom, there's an article about me on the internet. Chuck Wendig, your son, shit stirrer. Photo by Gage Skidmore. Glad my name isn't Skidmore. Jesus Christ.
Skidmore?
Yes, Skidmore.
Skid mark.
I mean, that's trouble right there. That's, you know, you're in for a bad time. Welcome, Doug Tenaple.
Good night. Hello.
Nice to have you here this evening. Geekdom was buzzing last Friday, Doug, with news that author Chuck Wendig had been relieved of his duties writing a Star Wars comic for Marvel.
Ex-author.
Ex-author, ex-Marvel Comics author. I love when they do that. Gojirified, thanks for $5. Art, at your age, please make a living will and bank account for funeral expenses in the future. Long-term care insurance is a good investment too.
That's
Done.
Age discrimination. Comicsgate. We're going to report you.
Art just announced that he was 57 years old.
I know.
That's
I've heard
older
on
than
your
even
show,
you.
man. It was you're like, what?
Yeah.
Well, at least he's not as old as Doug.
What is this? Logan's Run? Is he going to start floating?
It's too old. Too old. It's like Cocoon in here.
Bring me to the pool.
Yeah.
Throw him in the pool, man.
Yeah, we got to. I mean, everyone settle down. Everyone youthen, please. Can everyone youthen for these articles that I'm about to read? Everyone become a child. A child at Christmas. Geekdom was buzzing last Friday with news that former author Chuck Wendig had been relieved of his duties writing a Star Wars comic for Marvel. Wendig is a middle-class white man who has a talent for using vulgarities to provoke people he is attacking. Hey, Mom, they wrote an article about me in the Medium. He's written a few issues of some comic books. He's written novels and short stories. He wrote some role-playing books. He had a deal with Stars. Fizzle out. That's sad. What was his deal with Stars that fizzled out? Does anybody
Probably
know?
writing something.
He had a deal with Stars, writing something. Fizzle out. Source, John Malin. And he's blogged daily for at least a decade. He spent years getting where he is today, and he's built a platform through his social media presence as much as his writing. He's worked hard to get where he is, even though some people don't agree with his vulgar attacks. Some people do agree with his vulgar attacks. That's the other side of that statement. No matter what you think of him, he's no overnight sensation. He's no Cinderella story. In fact, he's no longer a Disney story at all. Damn!
Boom.
Damn!
Wu-Tang.
I love it. God damn, this is the best article I've ever read. And this guy, by the way, this is a moderate view. This is of the situation. This isn't a Stephen Hayes article.
EBS, fizzle out means that it came to an end.
That's right. Fizzle out means it came to an end. But and it came out. it came to an end penislessly, like slowly. It would like that. But that's not what I was asking. I was asking what was his deal at Stars that fizzled out. That's what I wanted to know. All right, if you could work on that, do a little research. Somebody in the chat, I need 2 pieces of information. People who are on my panel. How old is Chuck Wendig? And what? How old?
42.
42, the age where Elvis died. How interesting. And what was he working on at Stars that fizzled out? A few years ago, Wendig was hired by Disney to write some movie tie-in novels for their new Star Wars trilogy. An online excerpt of the first book, Aftermath, was received 2 mixed reviews. Hey, Doug, when you hear the phrase mixed reviews, do you think of like Planner's mixed salted nuts?
Oh, wow, I hadn't thought of that, but yeah, I always think it's just a total bomb. Mixed reviews is how they prop up a bomb. Mixed reviews.
Yeah, they say some dummies liked it, but most people didn't like it, right?
Yeah,
I mean, that's
mixed.
I think of it as
Last Jedi had mixed reviews.
Mixed reviews. Like some hated it and some just didn't care. Mixed reviews.
Not a blockbuster.
No. But while the excerpt itself gave no indication, Wendig laudably created an LGBTQ character, of course, tweeted about it and discussed it in interviews. And as might be expected, the segment of Star Wars fandom residing in the sewer of bigotry and hate decided to go after him.
By the way, EBS, I found the information you were asking for.
Thank you. What is it?
Chuck Wendig wrote a book called Blackbirds, a novel that got picked up by Stars in 2016, and then they decided they didn't want to do it after they were.
That was a good choice on their part. It was called Blackbirds.
They probably read it.
They bought it and then they read it.
Bought it and they read it.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Studio exam.
Right. So the sewer of bigotry and hate. They mounted campaigns to give Wendig's book 1-star reviews on Amazon and elsewhere. They all got together and said, "Hey, everyone, let's give it 1-star reviews." You know what I mean? Let's all get together and let's give it 1-star reviews. That'll show them. The effect of this was to drown out legitimate criticisms of Wendig's books, although Wendig to contend that all criticism was due to right-wing nutjobs hating on his champion of oppressed people. So, in other words, these people from the sewer of bigotry and hate who gave it 1-star reviews just because of bigotry and hate, just to have fun and with Chuck Wendig, what they did, in essence, was drown out the legitimate people who hated his book for legitimate reasons, which was everybody else. So that's the problem. Chuck was able to say, "Oh, these bigots hated my book. That's why." No, everyone hated your book. Bigots did too, and that was the problem. Read this line, and you tell me: do you have to be a Nazi to dislike it? The tie wibbles and wobbles through the air, careening drunkenly across the Marin rooftops. It zigzags jerkily out of sight. Now, you don't have to be a Nazi to dislike that. Your miles may vary, and not necessarily depending on whether you love Hitler. Hitler.
Strangely, it sounded like German. His gobbledygook.
Isn't that weird? Yeah, I don't know why it sounded like German to you.
Coincidence? I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm not sure why. Hitler thinks it was Hitlerific. That's his review. Hitler left a 5-star review. He said Hitlerific. Here's the deal. Wendig was work for hire. He was writing novelizations, tie-ins of properties owned by Disney. Writing Star Wars tie-ins might be more prestigious than writing CSI Miami tie-in novels, but the rules are still the same. Stephen of Asami, the rules are the same. Just for future reference. Understand? Okay. The property... Right. The property is what's important, not the author. If these giant media conglomerates could figure out a way, they'd have computers generate their novelizations and tie-ins, hence the NPCs that are working for Marvel and Disney right now. They're probably working on that right now. The last thing they want is someone constantly stirring shit and shifting the spotlight away from the property and more towards himself. If Neil Gaiman, it's a sad name, Neil Gaiman. You can tell kids picked on him. You know why, right? You can break it down.
Because Neil, that's a total,
Neil.
That's a
gay
total. Man. Neil is a total.
Neil to gay man.
Yeah. Sometimes you can look at someone's name and you can know why they became a creative, because they were hiding from, Like they were picked on all through elementary school and into high
What
school.
did they pick on you for?
They didn't. I've been God Emperor EVS my whole entire existence. Never picked on me. Nobody's ever picked on me. Even now, nobody picks on me. It's
I'm going
interesting.
to pick on you, Ethan.
Good luck. Good luck. You'd be the first. Or Stephen King or J.K. Rowling wrote a Star Wars or Star Trek tie-in, then by all means the focus would be on them. Wendig has a following, but he's not in their league. His job was to write some books and not cause a stink. You can argue that they have always known what they were getting, but that's neither here nor there if they decide they no longer want it. Boom. Totally awesome right there. That's right. They can say, and people, I did hear people say that. They knew what they were getting. They saw his social media. That's interesting, but they decided they no longer want it. Boom. Nasser, do you like that?
I suppose.
Brilliant. Good job, Nasser.
I'm gonna go to somebody else next time. John Malin, do you like that?
I think it's fantastic.
That's
go.
correct. John Malin, he's there every single time.
Can you imagine that the comics skaters that are trying to get on the show and they hear Nasser and they're going, okay, I just got to put on a show.
I've got so many people. Doug, I've got so many people like, can I get on the show, please? Ethan,
no,
we get on the show. Can't. I got Nasser on there. I'd love to fit you in, but Nasser's on there, right?
Nasser,
We only got room for one annoying person. That's me.
Please, Ethan, I'm a super talented creator who's about to lose his house. Is there any way I could get some support on? Nope, can't. Nasser's on there. Nasser's taking up your spot.
Yeah,
and then I go to Nasser.
He said the article was okay, I guess.
Yeah.
You can't match that. You can't match that. That's why you're not on the show.
That's so Hollywood. It's just Hollywood. Me and Nasser together, we're like Frank Sinatra and Dean Martin on the Johnny Carson show. We just boom, 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 bounce off each other.
Right. We're like in Brutus.
Thank you so much.
Actually, Ness is like the sand on the beach, and you're a ball, and you try to bounce it off the sand, and it just doesn't go nowhere.
It doesn't go nowhere. You're exactly right. Trying to play basketball on the beach. That's talking to Nasser. Thank you, Nasser.
Nasser's more like the sand that stays in your crack when you're driving home from the beach.
Mike knows firsthand.
Track sand.
Crack sand, yes.
Nasser crack sand.
That's because Mike has once gone outside, Nasser.
Is that third place finisher Mike Miller from Drawn and Quartered?
Oh, is that what happened on Kruger?
Always comes in first.
Did you not get the Kruger?
Yeah, he didn't get Mike didn't win Freddy Krueger. Now I showed up 3/4 of the way through and managed to kind of get second place, but not first place. So Mike can probably slam on me too. I only got second place last night. Mike, what did you get last night on your own show? After spending 2 hours on the phone. Where did you land?
We're gonna go ahead and skip to the next.
Mike got last.
Second
last
place is the first loser.
Second.
Last place. Let's see. Oh.
Malin Militia came home with the gold last night.
I didn't mean to. That's correct. And by the way, I voted for John Malin. I voted for John Malin.
That's a
Mike last place Miller. That's his new name.
Ethan, you started by saying, you shouldn't promote yourself to.
What did I say? I said don't vote for me. I told everyone don't vote
for
for me.
48 hours.
Malin Militia.
The 6th day prior to each show, he has telling people to vote for him
twice and
all day, every day.
Yeah. Vote twice.
I like that there's more crap talk right now than there was on the show.
We were so busy drawing. It's like,
You're drawing a burned up face, a wrinkly, burned up face.
But if anyone wants to see what Ethan can put out in 40 minutes for Freddy Krueger, it was pretty awesome. So
it's nothing short of
it was pretty good.
Nothing short of amazing. It was good.
Yeah. Did he get like one cheekbone and every pore was drawn on it?
That's right. I did my best. Yeah. That's right. Jerry Potts in the chat says Ethan's sock puppets have spoken. Correct. I built up 25 fake accounts to vote for me. It took a lot of work, but it was worth it. No, I humbly appeared and I did what I could in the 40 minutes that was allotted to me after everybody else had been working for 2 hours.
Yeah, you'll get him next week. Next week.
Well, I mean, I don't think there's any need. The whole reason I was there was because people were saying, "Oh, you're chicken. You're chicken."
I'm not chicken, Marty McFly. I'm not chicken.
I was like, I ain't a chicken.
Nobody
Steven, do you
calls
understand
me.
what's going on here? Steven looks perplexed by this whole thing.
My internet was down last night, so I didn't get to see the drawn quarters.
Well, that was Ethan's
but you know
fault
what
too.
it is. Okay.
What's that?
Ethan did that. Ethan did that with his sock puppets as well. Shut down.
What
the
did I do?
YouTube. With
Oh.
YouTube,
shut
all
it
your
down?
sock
Oh, yeah.
puppets. Yeah, you shut it down.
Yeah, we all reported YouTube. We all flagged YouTube, and they shut themselves down.
It was me and the Pakistanis.
We have power.
Yeah, Oregano Cat says EVS is chicken, and he came late too. Well, I mean, I showed up. What do you mean I'm still a chicken? I showed up, and I won second place. What do you want from me?
Yeah, it's top 3 finish.
Yeah. Give me a break.
Respectable.
Let's get back to Chuck Wendig. Let's stop talking about me and my greatness and impressiveness, and let's get back to Chuck Wendig. Wendig, let's stop talking about Mike S. Miller losing his own contest on his own show
Again.
and get back to Chuck Wendig.
It's because you kind of look like the actor that played Freddy Krueger, that albino guy with the nose.
Who, me? You think I look like
a little bit?
What's
Robert England.
Robert England. It might be a little bit like he was on V and stuff. There's a little bit of Van Sciver. He's probably Dutch.
People said that. I mean, some people said, "Well, why do you get to win if just because you drew a self-portrait?" I was like, "Well, that's not nice." I mean, it's Freddy Krueger. It doesn't. Look
Andrea, go easy. Come on, that's not cool.
Yeah, it was Andrea that said that.
That's not nice.
Yeah. And then when Ava said, "Yeah," that was the worst. I was like, "You're my 2-year-old daughter." Like, but anyway, Wendig ratchets everything up to 11. Okay, it's his shtick. It's served him well at times, less so at others. If he feels passionately about something, rest assured he's going to tweet and post about it voluminously, and hurl volley after volley of, how do you pronounce this word? Obloquy. Doug, you know. Obloquy?
Obliquely.
No, it's not obliquely. It's there's no L in it. Like there's no second L. Obloquy.
Spelling given their editorial staff.
It might be. I've never heard that word before.
I have not either, sir.
Yeah. Okay. At his detractors, he doesn't back down, and I'm well read, Doug.
Yeah.
You know that.
No doubt. You read a lot of comics.
Yeah, it's obloquy.
Obloquy.
Yeah. Strong public criticism.
Verbal
abuse.
Heard of that. It's Albuquerque.
Did you look it up, Critias?
Yeah. It says a strong public criticism or verbal abuse.
Wow, impressive.
God. Let me explain once again to Nasser exactly the value of of everyone else who's on the show. Critias, like I didn't ask him to. He just went right into it. He's like, "Oh, Ethan has a question, and this is a live show. Let me just type this into my keyboard and figure it out." He comes back with the pronunciation and the definition.
It's not even his first language.
It isn't.
How hard he's working.
It's like his 8th language, and he still managed to do it. Nasser, I'm just asking you to work a little harder, okay?
Okay, Ethan.
We have a lot of faith in you. We put a lot of trust in you.
No, we don't.
No.
Donald.
I do. I do. By the way, that's your collaborator talking. Donald says no.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
He's like, "No, I'll carry it. I'll carry Brutus the badass."
He already does, and that's why we're $160 away from 30 grand, you guys. Let's get there tonight.
Wow, that is awesome.
Nice.
That's
impressive.
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 Congrats.
Yeah, congratulations. $29,840. Nasser, that was good. Why can't you do that in a more for everything? That was a nice segue.
That was good. Good.
All right, so let's get back to Chuck Wendig now. All right, so he doesn't back down, which a lot of times is fine. And to his credit, he's made enemies of some of the worst people in the world and some of the best people in the world, me. But you can't expect to do this over and over and not have an employer, most any employer, tire of it, especially when, Chuck, you are not the show. The droids and the Jedi and the pew 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 is the show. You, Chuck Wendig, are not.
Wu-Tang.
That is Wu-Tang. Now, it's not like you can't be vocal and political and still work for the mouse. Dan Slott has been vocal, very vocal on Twitter, and he still writes for Marvel. Ta-Nehisi Coates still writes for Marvel. But Marvel doesn't even Ta-Nehisi Coates if he tweeted stuff like this, which he doesn't. Chuck Wendig.
Nice to see you confident with your real voice.
Thank you.
That was good. That was good. Good.
Told you I'd pick on you, Ethan.
Lean in. He's warming up.
Well done.
He's almost sounding human.
Let me read these Chuck Wendig quotes. All right, thank you. And Nasser, could you please stop busting my balls?
Okay, Ethan.
Every second of the day. Sock Puppet says, Nasser, you are my spirit animal.
Yeah. I love
Little
Sock
Caesar.
All right, Chuck Wendig. Fuck Trump. But he's just the ugly fake gold mask that they put on this thing. Fuck all the GOP. Fuck that blubbering, bristling, fat boy judge. Fuck McConnell, Ryan, Grassley, Collins, every last one of them. Fuck them for how they've shamed victims and helped dismantle democracy. They will tell you to smile, that we need to get back to business, that we've got to heal the rift, and blah, blah, blah.
No one wants a Charlie in the box. You don't sound like that Misfit Toys guy when you do Monday.
I want to start assigning like reading assignments, like to you guys. I want to be like, remember in school when they'd be like, "Can you pick it up from paragraph 3 on page?" You know what I mean? Like you guys should all be following along. I'm gonna do that with Steven, who's the youngest. Steven, can you pick it up with "They will tell you to smile"? Read it in Chuck Wendig's voice.
Okay. Hold on, you gotta lock it on the screen real quick.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. I'm surprised I didn't do that.
You can click on his name in the Google Hangout, Steven, and it'll lock it for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
See. Where'd he go? There he is. Okay.
They will tell you to smile, and we need to get back to business. That we gotta heal the rift, blah 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 blah. But that's the desire of a savvy bully who wants you to stop crying after he hit you, who wants you not to fight back, but you can cry and you can fight back.
Okay, very, very good. Very good. We lost something in the translation there. It's but you can cry. He's at emphasis on can. You're allowed to cry.
Sorry. Yes, you
do it again.
Cry. Okay. But you can cry and you can fight back.
Good. All right, very good. John Malin. Nasser. Nasser, will you read the next one, please?
No, it's too vulgar.
Just read it.
No.
Just censor it.
Are you kidding me?
No, let him censor
All right,
it.
he's not going to do it. John Malin, will you read it, please?
They can eat shit, all of them. They can eat a boot covered in shit.
He doesn't sound that manly.
I thought, well, he sounded like Chuck Wendig to me. Doug, would you like to read the next one or no? Is it too vulgar?
No, I don't care.
All right.
Winter's coming. You callous fuck necks. You prolapsed assholes. You grotesque monsters. You racists and rapists and wretched abusers. You wrongfully petty horrors.
All right, very good. Mike S. Miller, you can censor out the curse word, but will you read the next one, please?
Well, side note, some will tell you the rage and scorn will fuel the other side. But screw that double standard in both its ears.
Beautiful. Wow. Really, really good.
I'm all teary-eyed. I'm all tearing up.
That was awesome. Donald, would you read the next one, please?
Well, if you hadn't said those sassy words and demonstrated anger at our whittled down democracy. Hey, stop moving it.
Moving target. You gotta do.
Speak into your mic, Donald.
Eat this baby on fire. Fire on you.
Bye.
Made me eat this baby.
Beautiful job, Donald, even though you mispronounced every third word, but you did. It was good.
Hey, I'm reading
it was good. No, I think it was a good effort. Critias, why don't you read the last one, please?
Sure. Spoiler warning! They're always going to eat the baby! What is she?
This is very creative. I mean, it's honestly, everybody did their own interpretation of this, and it was well done. Let's continue. While some of you would
I give Mike Miller third place, oddly.
Third place on that one?
Got to give Ethan first. Malin, I think he might have pulled off second.
Malin is second.
No, Malin's
That's it.
always first.
Malin's first place. I'm second place.
Oh, okay, yeah, definitely you're second. Okay,
I
there
should
you go.
Malin
Flashbacks,
always wins.
then, just
Yeah.
I
like
should
Drawn
get
Quarter.
bonus points.
We got to go with the rhythm of the
Watch that
universe.
stupid movie twice.
Yeah. They're upset that Antonio didn't read one. Well, Antonio's my co-host. I don't force him to do menial labor like this. That's you guys. I let Antonio keep his dignity. But he participates in most other ways. While some would have you believe that Wendig was fired for standing up to trolls and defending himself against harassment, this is ridiculous. You can spend your time on Twitter arguing with trolls and still retain your employment, especially at Comicsgate, right, Mike?
Absolutely.
That's right. You can protect yourself from harassment and still get work for higher gigs, but there's always a line, and the mouse must have decided Wendig crossed it. The notion that Wendig's firing deserves to be lumped in with what happened to James Gunn is risible and part of the problem. Gunn was let go for tweets, yes, and pedophilia, but the crucial distinction is that they were old tweets and old pedophilia, tweets from prior to his original hiring by Disney. Gunn had apologized for his pedophilia by then, and by all accounts had not continued with such behavior. If anything, Wendig's firing is more akin to Disney dumping Roseanne Barr. Both are obnoxious, both courted controversy by pushing the limit of what's acceptable on Twitter, but one was undeniably talented and made a lot of money. The other one didn't. No, Wendig isn't a racist QAnon believer. What is with QAnon being racist? What is that? What is QAnon? Didn't we know?
No, that's.
Yeah, I know what it is. I just don't understand why it's racist. I don't.
What is it, Mike?
It's this guy who seemingly has some insider information. Who he leaves these messages that are like sort of cryptic, but like just enough information so that after a thing happens, when you go back and read it, you're like, holy crap, he knew this was happening. It's kind of like Nostradamus, political Nostradamus.
Interesting.
Wasn't it Pizzagate?
Q from Star Trek.
Pizzagate. Yeah.
I mean, how can people even know about QAnon? Like, how can that be a big controversial thing when like 3 people? I mean, most of us in this room have never even heard of them, and we read stuff every day.
You have to go to racist places, I guess. I don't know. Where do you find QAnon? Twitter.
Yeah.
I've never seen it. But you don't get a free pass to say or do anything just because you're woke. Disney looked at those tweets of his and thought, why do we need this? Why do we fucking need this when we've got a million more, just like a million more, Chuck? There are a million more people just as talented as you. Champing at the bit to write Star Wars. Oh, this is Disney saying this. Why do we fucking need this? Well, we got a million more just like him. Just champing at the bit to write Star Wars. No one has a right to write comics or movie tie-ins from Marvel or Disney. What's more, Disney could use this opportunity to hire actual people of color or actual LGBTQ writers rather than the straight, white, bearded, soy-based I almost said a bad word. Who uses their clauses to attract attention to themselves. Yes, there has been coordinated troll campaigns against Wendig. Yes, the people who do this stuff are some of the worst scum of the earth. But you don't get a free license to say or do anything you want just because the scum of the earth don't like you. And when that's always your excuse, your only excuse, yes, I know he offered a tepid disclaimer that it's possible for someone for some strange reason to dislike his work for reasons other than racism and bigotry. Color me unimpressed. It's also true that Wendig commands something of an online troll army himself. Mike S. Miller, is this true?
I have no idea. I never even heard of Chuck Wendig before all this happened.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah, me too.
Same here.
I heard of QAnon.
No, you guys aren't really Star Wars fans. I mean, this is Chuck Wendig was of course I lead a double life. I'm Comicsgate on one hand and the Fandom Menace on the other hand. And the Fandom Menace saw Chuck Wendig as an enormous foe. Quite an enemy. I mean, he was out there calling Star Wars fans, Nazis and bigots, and I guess it didn't really apply to comics, even though he straddled the line, like me, between Star Wars and comics.
Well, he wasn't wrong.
Well, about what? About Star Wars fans being Nazis?
Yeah, of course.
Just fans of the Empire, since they're like literally space Nazis.
I don't know. I don't think so. There are very few. Star Wars is such a kind little community. I mean, even the people who are arguing against Roundhead Ryan Johnson are basically nice people. They just think that Star Wars sucks right now, and it does suck. And Chuck Wendig contributes to that suckation. He's one of the worst. His suction is the fucking worst of Star Wars. He's right up there. Well, okay. Basically, the hierarchy of people who need to get fired from Star Wars is at the top: Kathleen Kennedy, Ryan Johnson, Pablo Hidalgo, and then Chuck Wendig. And those 4 people are the biggies. They've got to go. So when Chuck Wendig fell, he was the last guy on the hierarchy, the lowest guy on the totem pole, on the scrotum pole. But we were happy to see him go. Happy to see him go. It's a start. So if you dig hard enough, you can find plenty of liberal and apolitical folks who can't abide Wendig's bullying and showboating, but they stay quiet because they've seen what can happen. If this piece starts getting passed around, watch what happens. Wendig has not been sent to the gulag yet. Disney has not prevented him from earning a living by ending its work for hire relationship with him. He can still publish his own works. He can still tweet. With no power comes no responsibility. But it remains to be seen if his shtick, more profane than profound, will still work. That was a great article. What do you guys think of that?
I like it. That's good journalism, good writing.
I liked it.
That was nicely written.
Yeah,
Just
it sounded like
honesty.
someone on the left casting out their own.
Yes.
It happens a lot.
Yeah. I gotta turn Steven up. He's too quiet. Steven.
Can you hear me now?
No. No. Say it again.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, but I'm gonna turn you up even louder so you overpower Nasser. Now talk.
Yeah,
That'll never happen.
that happens a lot on the left. You know, you can't be on that side for long without them eating you in the end. You know what I mean? That kind of ideology.
Geez, why don't you yell?
I turned him up all the way. I turned him up all the way.
He's too loud.
I'm kidding. I'm saying he's blowing himself out now.
Nasser, how are you doing?
I'm doing all right.
Now, Steven, you talk.
I'm doing all right.
There
yes,
you go.
Steven's louder. I like that better. That's good. Yeah, so very, very good. That is the Chuck Wendig thing. This, of course, continues to be a scandal. They are furious at this. They would like to pay us back for some reason. By what are they trying to do? They're trying to blame
my
me.
scalp. Take my scalp. They want a scalp. They want someone fired.
They're trying
No,
to. They're trying to get Zach taken off of Instagram. Not Instagram.
they're trying to get Zach taken off of what?
Indiegogo.
Yeah, that's their new thing, isn't it?
Yeah, they're trying to get him taken off Indiegogo like Fox Day.
Yeah. How are they doing it? What's their scheme?
Ren is just trying to.
She's adding them.
Yeah, she's adding him on Twitter and saying that he was at the Charlottesville.
Oh yeah.
Thing.
Imagine having no life that you're just Ren.
Yeah.
Bored housewife.
I dream.
Right.
I dream of that.
Right. She's got no friends. She's got no life. She's got nothing to do. She sits down on Twitter all day and just adds us.
And just gets
Like, dude,
attention.
leave your
gets
house.
attention from Ethan. Ethan's in love with her.
I am.
Who gives every time? The only way I know about Ren is because I don't follow her. I follow Ethan, and I read more of her stuff from you.
Isn't that part of her plan?
Something is going on here
between me and Ren.
I don't know why she
know,
can't be happy being married to Will Wheaton.
I mean, you have to enjoy it. This has to be a hobby for you. It has to be fun.
Yes.
That's what I think. I go, oh, look at him. He's having a good time with her.
What do I make that unclear? I mean, I find her fun. Here's the thing about Ren. Like, most of the people who attack us are dummies. They're really dumb. And Ren isn't dumb. I mean, Ren is like an
Are
evil.
you sure about that, Ethan?
She used to be a Republican. I mean,
Plus, Ren, being a Republican means that she has a brain. And you know what? Kind of pretty.
Hold on. I don't think she was a real Republican. I think she just jumps on whatever side she can to I don't know. The stuff the old tweets that you were posting or the old stuff she was posting on forums and stuff like that, that's not real conservative values, you know?
No, it was just hate directed at one particular at homosexuals. She was just
what the I saw what you posted about the child that she was talking about. I don't understand that. Like, either side that she's on is obviously a horrible person.
Yeah.
She's like the Hulk on the Avengers. You need to learn how to point her a certain way and take care of your enemies.
Well, I mean, she's just, look, I understand her. I get Ren. I totally get Ren. So I don't know. I'm amused by her. But at the same time, people don't like it when I go after her. So I'll probably just kind of mellow. Should I mellow?
Ethan?
Yes.
No, I'm what?
I just wanted to say, I think what you're doing is fine, but part of her game plan is to stir up controversy. Like I saw something. What did she say? Like when she was working for the GOP, to get all eyes on her by saying obnoxious, crazy things, and giving her attention, more followers, just to spite you. So
that's correct. That's fine. What do you think she's going to get my followers to leave me to her, or do you think she's just going to get more weirdos to be interested in her? Right. So what do I care? Let her get more weird.
Yeah, I mean, she gets more weirdos, but that gives her a little bit more of a platform on Twitter, and then she could direct those weirdos at people like Zach and us, our other Indiegogo campaigns to attack us. Just take her platform away. She'll disappear.
What do I got to do to get her to attack me? I want.
You don't
Why
want
doesn't she
her
attack you?
So annoying.
I want her attention.
I had to mute that.
Well,
wretched woman.
Well, I mean,
Mike.
She did break my heart when she called me Grunkle Ethan.
Yeah, that was really
That was
uncalled
low.
for. That was mean. No man deserves that.
Some people do.
No grunkly old man deserves that.
No, Grunkle. I mean, Grunkle.
Yeah, leave me alone.
Get off my lawn.
Oh God. Well,
Grunkle T-Bear.
All right, everybody in the chat is telling me to ignore her. All right, no, I'm not. I'm gonna go twice as hard tomorrow. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
I see one that says trebuchet her. So
I want to send her flowers.
Yeah. Zebulon Pike says if you block them, you can still keep tabs on them. I don't need to keep tabs on. The thing about Ren is if she wants my attention, she has to @ me because I honestly don't pay attention. I don't. I tweet. What did I tweet today? I didn't tweet much today, did I? It takes a lot. You have to @ me. So if she's talking about me, I don't see it unless she or somebody in the conversation @ me, and that means they want my attention. And if they want my attention, they can have it. I'm a cheap date. I'm happy to make fun of her or anyone that feels like. Here's what I tweeted today. You gotta hit me with those laser beams. I was drunk at Rastelli's ordering meatballs, and I tweeted that. And then I tweeted, and now the end is near, and so I faced the final cretin. That was 2 hours ago. And then I tweeted.
You were sobering up a little bit.
A little. Then I tweeted out pictures of DC's new Superman 100-page giant with a Green Lantern story in it by me.
Back to drinking again.
And then back to drinking again. And I retweeted Donald DeLay, who said he wants me to sing, "Now it's time to say goodbye to all my SJW friends. NPC, see yourself out of comics. Go away. Why? Because we don't like you. Relieved by Trebuchet."
Very good.
Brilliant.
Nice job, Donald.
Love it.
And who's writing your book, Donald? Donald should be writing his book.
Yeah, he's a good writer. I don't know who this writer is, but he better be good.
What are we talking about?
Whoever's doing Brutus must be a really erudite vocal person.
I've never heard of Brutus.
A quick wit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, listen, I'm just saying Donald is perfectly capable. He writes some good stuff. So no, I didn't bother Ren today. And you guys tell me to leave Ren alone. Fine.
Just leave Ren alone. Leave her alone.
I'll see what happens tomorrow.
Can we start an Indiegogo to get her some lifetime supply of birth control so she never replicates?
Oh, for God's sake.
Wow.
Oh.
Look at that. This guy won't cuss either. Huh.
He does come in low, though. He does come in low when he comes in.
I kicked her right in the nuts.
None of that.
Yeah. Godzilla versus King Kong lines up the Nun star, Demian Bichir. By the way, I'm looking forward to this movie more than anything else. Godzilla versus King Kong. The only thing I'm looking forward to more than this is the Sopranos movie. I spoke about that, I think, this morning. It's Wings of... Yeah, the Sopranos. David Chase is coming. Is it on this? Let me see if it...
It can't. He's gone.
No, wrong. David Chase is all that matters. He's going to do young Tony Soprano in the 1960s. You're going to see Johnny Boy Soprano, his father, his rise and hopefully his fall. It takes place between 1968 and 1975.
Nice.
Sounds like Soprano.
It's
another solo. They're going to have a guy that doesn't look anything like what's his face, the Tony Soprano.
No, because if you watch The Sopranos, you. By the way, I love saying no because they listen. If you watch The Sopranos, they go back in time many times, and they have the same actors. Well, they have different actors who played Tony Soprano at various ages of his life, and also we've seen Tony's mom at different ages, Tony's dad. We met him when he was a young man. All this stuff. So bring back all of those same actors and actresses. And
well, it's too late for the young ones. That was freaking 15 years ago.
Well, yeah, but
back in time, Mike.
I'm just saying you
have to go backwards. So they're getting someone younger.
I'm just saying you can trust them to cast this.
Can't we just say Goodfellas was the Sopranos movie?
No. Don't ever say that again.
Kick Mike.
All right.
Alden Ehrenreich is rumored to be playing Tony Soprano.
Oh, shut up.
So that was just released in the trades today. So got that going for it.
There's no possible way that that's true. It's just not. That's not the case.
It's so good. I'm hoping just to ruin your.
Don't ruin my life.
I'm just hoping. Come on, Hollywood.
No. They're gonna do right by me.
He looks Italian to me.
Yeah. No, they're gonna do right by me. All right, let me just do some of these super chats here. Galactic Comet. Hey Ethan, I engaged the hyperdrive and jumped in here early. Tell me where to park the Comet, and I'm here to pitch my book. All right. Well, I promised Galactic Comet he could come in here. Do you guys mind, or can we? I don't even know if we can right now. Galactic Comet. I'll hang on. I'll give you the link, and when you want to, you can.
Nasser.
You got to kick someone. You can kick me, bro.
I'm not kicking you. You're good. You do it.
I can jump off. You want me to jump off?
No. You're good.
Wait, let the chat decide. If they say to kick me, then I think you have an obligation to kick me.
Nobody wants you kicked, though.
No, they ask the chat.
People need people like me, because I'm the bad guy.
My phone keeps.
You're not the bad guy at all.
Your security. We need you.
We should kick Art.
Donald's.
I've been kicked enough.
Order to be kicked if someone better comes along.
We got a Soylent Green Art.
That's elder abuse.
We got a space now. Donald hopped out.
Donald left?
Yes. He was saying something about his phone being bad, or I don't know.
All right, Galactic Comet. There's your. You've got the link. Come on in. Donald left instead of Nasser. So
How do you feel about that, Nasser? Look at him. He's taking a bullet for you, your partner. He's drawing your whole
That's
blood.
awesome. So to pay him back, we got to get Brutus to 30 grand tonight. We're $135 away.
This is the worst. By the way, Triton says kick EVS. Well,
no.
We don't have a show.
Yeah, I'm the basis of the channel. 1,253 people watching right now. Thank you guys. Love you all. GA says, hello, fellow leaders of Comicsgate. Hey, Ethan, what's the name of the song you sing where Vanita Wolf narrowly escaped being raped by Captain Kirk? Well, that's a good song. You don't like that song? No, you don't like it.
Brought the room down.
Yeah. Vanita Wolf, beautiful woman. She was in a movie called Catalina Caper, which was a mystery science theater film. I had a big crush on her. Wrote her a note. She sent me a couple autograph pictures, but she was also in Star Trek. That song was called When Star Trek Is Finally Over, which is it's one of the songs I play, and not very often. Sometimes I'll play it, but not very often. Thank you for asking. Create BMC, thanks for $2. I work with a dude named Josh Buttram. His name is Buttram. Josh Buttram. Gojirify. Chuck Wendick is afraid to dance with anyone's wife. Well, not everyone is. Some people are okay with that. Thank goodness. Gojirify, $5. Paul Lind, Charles Nelson Riley, and Rip Taylor had a baby and named him Chuck Wendig. Now listen, that's not right either.
Those are talented guys. They can write.
Very talented. They're, good. I saw Charles Nelson Riley tonight on something on YouTube. I was like, yay. Brian Ursu, I am suing Ethan and Antonio for making me laugh and squirting Dr. Pepper out of my mouth and onto my computer and ruining it. LOL, love you guys. Immortal Coil, $2. Please do a video of Mickey Mouse firing Chuck Wendig. Soap Maker, I read One Dirty Tree. I had a similar upbringing in many respects, and it hit close to home. Included a nice look at your relationship with Noah. Yeah, thank you. It was a good book. Narwhal Books, Ren is Doug's wife. Doug, would you date Renfamous?
If I was single, I would.
Oof.
Yeah.
Ew.
I was wondering what
now.
Well, look, the way I date is different than how you all date.
Small people.
How do you date? It's different for everyone.
It's
than
women
everyone else.
hepatitis.
I mean, you guys, you go to sleep with them, then you ask for their phone number.
Right.
That's not me.
Doug just rubs his dirty hands all over him.
That's true. If they can handle that, then they're good.
Yeah. Hang on a second.
I would not date Ren, but I would.
You lick your fingers after you eat, Doug?
I would definitely send her flowers.
Hey, Doug.
Yeah.
Do you lick your fingers after you eat?
No.
Thank God.
I don't. I heard that. I heard that.
Thank God. Thank God.
Thank God.
That's a plus.
Oh, I know. Not Sabat says finally caught a live stream. Well, welcome. We're glad you're here. You know, it's nice to have you live here.
Just
It's
go
great
on
to see-
YouTube. When isn't Ethan live streaming? Why do they act like it's hard?
9 a.m., 9 p.m. And I keep it consistent. I've decided that is the key to success on YouTube.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, you had no success prior to that happening.
Right. No success prior to that. This is the key to it. To just be consistent. Say, look, I'm going to be live 9 o'clock in the morning and 9 p.m. at night. I will definitely be here. And so if you want to catch a show, Eastern Standard Time, of course, that's when to catch it. And people just kind of go, oh, that's cool. And then when I show up, I instantly have 300 people already waiting. That's success. That's how it works. And then we build up to 1,272 people as other people pour in. It's good, Doug. What do you think? What do you think of my attitude about that? Do you think that's good?
Wise. I think because just so many people, the hardest thing on the internet is to find anyone at any time. So if you just set up the same time, they will make an appointment viewing. I think that's just wise. Yeah, that'll build audience. That'll get you up. That'll knock you over 100K in a couple of weeks.
Not in a couple of weeks, but maybe in a couple of years. I'm at 80,395 right now, so I'm hoping to get there maybe by next February. I think that'd be great. Let's see. If you block them, you can still keep tabs on them. Says Zebulon Pike. I don't want to keep tabs on everybody. I think that was the point of that. I don't care what. Everyone is obsessed with spying on people. I'm not. I assume everyone's talking about me all the time. And maybe that's my narcissism, but then I actually look and they are. You know what I mean, Doug?
Yeah, you're news, buddy. You're the hub.
Yeah, it's like some people everyone's thinking about me all the time, and it's like you're just a narcissist. I'm like, yeah, everyone's probably talking about me right now, and they are. And I'm like, oh, all right. Well, maybe I don't need to know. I don't need to know.
I sense someone's talking
Well, you know
garbage.
if Ren is focusing on you now, I'm just happy she's not focusing on me. Because that was just so annoying.
I'm the one. It was the ponytail, Mike. It was the ponytail.
She had the hots for me.
Yeah, I agree.
It's fine. What?
Even because the spotlight is on you. In order for her to get in the spotlight, she has to, at you. That's how she's
All right,
getting.
so let her get in the spotlight. I don't care. What am I selfish? To get in the spotlight.
It's a spotlight dance.
If you want me to just clown on you, we can clown on each other. I don't care.
Climb on.
Climb.
Climb, clown, not climb. That's different.
Of course.
Ethan, would you ever invite her onto the show?
No. Oh, who Renfamous? Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, heck yeah. Heck yeah.
Oh, don't have Doug on. That's creepy.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
Yeah.
Doug would get her number.
Yep.
Yeah, I think probably.
I've invited her on my show. She said I had to give to Planned Parenthood.
I told her I'd give to any abortion mill.
Yeah.
Name it. I said, whatever, name the price and name the abortion mill.
Let's get some babies together.
Yeah, I don't care. And also the abortion mill could be Marvel Comics. I'll donate to them. I don't really care.
Yeah. She doesn't know where to give her money anymore now that Gosnell's in jail.
Oh, that's true.
It's hard. There's no places to give anymore.
That's the
Marvel doesn't have any more characters to abort.
Oh.
Brian Urso. Ren needs to. We're still talking about Ren from this. Jesus. Ren needs to be ignored. The more we talk about her, respond to her, the louder.
Then he just talked about her.
Yeah,
Ignore her. No articles. I thought we were done, and then there's another super chat. No articles. Nothing. Just an annoying cosplayer. No, she's a critic of Comicsgate. It's just saying she is a cosplayer, but it's like we can respond to her criticisms. What are you afraid of?
Yeah.
Drew Turnbull. Grunkle Ethan is nothing compared to the things she and her NPC minions have said about Edwin. That's not nice.
It's
Edwin's
like Spider-Man and Green Goblin. It's like, you and I, we're not so different.
We're not different at all.
We need each other. We need each other.
Yeah.
Wait, who's who in this scenario?
I don't know. I'm just saying.
I'm definitely the Green Goblin.
It's like every hero and villain. It's like you need me.
Yeah. And Batman was you complete me.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, it's not nice to say bad things to Edwin about Edwin.
Does she complete you, EBS?
No.
No, but she might have helped make you, and you might have helped make her.
He attacked Edwin's beard, I think.
What?
Did she really?
Yeah, I think she like ragged on him on his beard.
Yeah.
It's a little personal.
Yeah, his beard's awesome. Who can go
Her
after
beard's
that?
not bad either.
Yeah, we're working on it.
It's a work in progress.
We're working on
Andrea whacked down my beard. It was great. She went to Andrea has her like beautician like cosmetics license. I mean, so she gets into these great places. She can get like really professional equipment, and she went out and got a great beard whacker. And she whacked. It's called a beard whacker, and she whacked my beard down. It really does look good. And then I said, and you're not going to like this, Doug. Maybe you will. Maybe you'll be jealous of this.
Sure.
I said, how about my back?
Yeah. Yeah, that's awful. That is awful.
That would be a back whacker.
Yeah. So she's like, well, I was like, look. And she's like, oh, my dear God, So she whacked down my back with the beard whacker. And I'll tell you something. I didn't realize how hairy my back was.
You felt like a new man.
There was, those like if you like when I got up from the chair that I was sitting on, there was one of those tumbleweeds of back hair.
Did you tell her, give me the Telly Savalas? When she
yeah. Well, not yet. Not yet. I'm not giving up on that. Yeah, I'm not giving up on that. People say, oh, you're going, but I'm not going Paul. It's just a matter of
Next step for Ethan, Brazilian.
Brushing your hair forward a little bit.
Give me the Brazilian back.
Yeah. People are vomiting in the chat over the idea of shaving your back. Why would you vomit about it? Just shave your back. Some of these people, I swear to God, they look like Chewbacca from behind. Just shave your back. These people have like pubes growing out of their, you know what I mean?
George the Animal Steel.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know it didn't happen to me until I was like 35, and then my back started getting furry. I was like, enough. I don't like this.
I'm Japanese, man. I got nothing.
You're not Japanese, dude. You're white.
Yeah, you shave to look Japanese.
You're about as Japanese as what's her name? Who am I thinking of right now? Elizabeth Warren.
Elizabeth Warren.
Cherokee Nation up in
She probably is more Japanese than Cherokee though.
Probably. There's not much. I mean,
we need another blood test.
On Mike, I would like to have that done. I agree.
That's a good idea.
Let's get Mike tested and see exactly where he. Mike is like 0.018 Japanese. It's like basically a Japanese man spit on his great grandfather.
99% German.
Yeah.
Mike always says the reason he's intelligent is because of the Japanese side. So if he doesn't have that, then what is he?
Nothing.
He's white like us.
He's last place on Drawn and Quartered, his own show. That's
sorry.
I think I found a perfect future meme for Ethan's hairy back.
Yeah, go ahead. I tell you guys everything. And I do that so that I can race shame Mike S. Miller. That's why. It's like I make myself a victim. Mike, are you mad at me again?
Always.
Is Mike six figures yet?
No.
Close.
No, he's not.
in like third place.
Yeah, I actually knew that. I just brought it up just to put.
Yeah, John Malin.
Thanks.
By the way,
Thanks, buddy.
John Malin started his campaign, I think, somewhat after Mike's.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah, it'll run for less time too.
Yeah, less time. I didn't think I thought because if it were a foot race, Mike would probably beat him because Mike got a big head start. But as it turns out, John Malin hit six figures 5 days ago.
Malin Militia.
Yeah. Yep.
Is it the Malin Militia?
I'm going to shut it down on Halloween night, guys.
Nice.
No more orders. That's it.
And Mike still won't catch up.
John, are you on pages yet on that thing? How far in are you?
Yeah, I'm done.
He's done
3 years ago.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah, this is really old work.
Yeah, it's old work. It's the work that got me hired at Marvel. So,
welcome, Galactic Comet. Hello.
Hey, how you doing, Ethan?
What's your name?
My name's Frank.
Frank Rizzo.
Yeah.
Hi.
Get Frank Rizzo.
With the back hair, it makes you look like the third guy on the right on an evolutionary chart. So I'd say shave it, burn it off, shave it.
Yeah. There's no reason for it. It does bother me when I'm scratching my own back and I'm like, oh, what is this? It's like, yeah.
Dreads. One's growing dreads back there.
Dreadlocks. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like Doug can relate to me. The rest of you can't.
Yeah.
Doug's got a hairy back.
You and I, we made each other.
So if you get lice on the head, right?
We're not so different. You and I, we're not so different.
They call lice, right? And when you got a bugs in your head, they call it lice. When you got bugs in your groin area, they call it crabs. So they call it.
Yeah, what do you call it? What if you had lice in your back hair? Like, what would it be?
It'd be bad news.
Disgusting.
That's hideous.
All right. So, have you considered, says Insect Facet, have you considered upgrading your trebuchet to a mass driver? It would have much better aim, throughput, and energy efficiency. I don't know what a mass driver is.
It's like golfing?
Yeah, it's the kids. They have their new technology now. They're trying to push out the Renaissance era trebuchet.
You probably need a human about a mile tall to operate that, then, wouldn't you?
No, I would make other people do it for me, but I don't know how to do it and I don't know what it is.
It's an electromagnetic catapult.
Oh,
is that what it is?
I thought it was a
golf
one.
It probably just uses power. It probably just took over with power.
Yeah, it's a proposed method of non-rocket space launch, which would use a linear motor to accelerate and catapult payloads up to high speeds.
Nerd.
Thank you so much, RT Bear, for making that. I mean, RT Bear again doing the work that NASA was supposed to do.
Yep.
Wait, what?
Oh, I didn't do that.
I said that.
I wish I could take credit for it.
That was the new guy.
That was the
that was
guy.
Galactic Comet?
He's
No, that was me. I said nerd.
Or was that Steven? I can't.
It was Steven.
Oh, Steven. Okay. Steven, thank you so much. I knew I liked you, Steven.
I'm just trying to serve the God Emperor,
He's useful.
Some people jump ahead of the pack and make it clear. They are leaders. They have potential. And that is Steven. Nasser, I want you to watch Steven carefully.
Make NASA write a report.
Yeah, just kind of tail him. Just kind of
Master's
tail
not very
him.
good at writing.
Do what he does. Learn his ways.
Well, yeah. I mean, do exactly. Dress like him. Do everything that he does.
He makes sentences. He makes sentences with more than 3 words in them.
Yeah. Don't insult Cecil for no reason. Things like that.
Well, I'm okay with that. That was actually pretty cool.
That was good. You liked that part?
I like that. Just total blindside him.
That was funny.
Yeah.
It was a good time.
The odd thing with Steven is he looks like my daughter's boyfriend. I keep looking at him and it's just bizarre looking. It's really. He's 28, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, come on.
Steven, do you have a girlfriend?
I have a wife.
Oh,
Married.
that counts.
Alrighty then.
Great
What
guy.
about a girlfriend?
What a good man. We got to get this guy funded. See that?
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm going to get him funded in a second. I want to get. I want to talk about the Galactic Comet. I'm gonna check this out, and we'll talk about other books. Share my screen. All right. Well, Galactic Comet by Frank Martin. Frank Martin. He's in Long Beach. Is that California?
Yeah. You know, it's funny. David Schwimmer played a Frank Martin in that 7 Days, 7 Nights with Anne Heche. I'm like, why would they pick that name for a character in the movie? It's the most boring name, believe me.
Mm-hmm.
David Schwimmer.
Frank Martin. Yeah, like honestly, it sounds like you're in the witness protection program. My name is Frank Martin.
Absolutely.
I live in Long Beach. Frank Martin, Galactic Comet. 2 kids are hurtled across space and time and discover the secret of their Navy veteran grandpa. Is he gay?
No.
What was
No.
What's his
Not
secret?
very progressive of you.
Yeah.
No, it isn't. We're old school. We're patriarchy. It's looking up to the men in your life. Actually, this story was inspired by my grandfather, who passed a little over a year ago, and he was a Navy veteran, 93, and lovely guy, real good. He was there when my dad wasn't. He
what a great tribute. That is awesome.
Hey, listen, we didn't go out into space or anything, clearly, but he was there, and he was a carpenter, swung a hammer for 45 years. He built a lot of the houses here at Lakewood, Long Beach area, Norwalk. Doug, you're from Norwalk, aren't you?
Yeah, I was born in Norwalk, baby.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. This is weird. I was born in Long Beach, and then I grew up in Norwalk.
Hey, see that? There's a lot of talent coming out of that water. I think fluoride or something.
Weird.
Well, anyway, I just real quick, my grandfather, got to get real close to him towards the last years of his life, and when he passed, I had the opportunity to put together a eulogy. So I just went over 90 years of the guy's life, and you see, where he lived. He was poor, grew up in Tennessee. He wore the same overalls for 6-7 years. No shoes, hunt squirrel to eat. I mean, the guy. So he hopped on a truck around 17 years old, went to California, and he lied to the Navy. He says, "Hey, I'm 18. I want to join." And so they got him in there, and then he was on the USS San Diego out for World War II.
How weird! I live in San Diego.
I lived in San Diego, and I now live in Tennessee, where he hunted squirrel.
Wait a minute.
The connectivity here is bizarre.
I think this is lost here. Yeah. But yeah, it's so I just poured over his life with pictures and put the names and faces together and learned so much about him. And I think that's the point of the story here. It's we don't always get to say goodbye to the ones we love, but it's knowing them, who they were, and what they did, and keep them close to your heart, and that's the message of the book.
How old are you, Frank?
I'm 48, 49 next month.
Everyone's older than me.
I got a 17-year-old and I got a 21-year-old daughter.
That's beautiful. All right, so let's look after. Let's see if is there art that we can look at. Or is this all CGI? This is what the art of the book looks like.
Yeah.
Like video game art.
Yeah, it's 3D. There's some software out there. This is Smith Micro's 3D program. I've been using it professionally. The last 20 years, I've been brand marketing for products: Coke, Pepsi, Gatorade, Frito-Lay, Starbucks, and that industry kind of went away. The American side of it, a lot of overseas manufacturing, a lot of in-house digital printing, 3D printing. A lot of stuff is so accessible now for companies. So, the company I work for was based in Atlanta, Georgia. They're gone, history, and a bunch of other companies like that. Display manufacturers, point of purchase, point of sale, they're gone. So, it's, I use this software, and I just enjoyed making stories and doing this with my kids. And that's the primary thing. I also created a product back in 2012. It was called Pumpkin Guts. It's on YouTube, Pumpkin Guts with a Z. And I designed these things in 3D and I had a Chinese manufacturer made the samples. We talked to Kroger. They were interested in it. Things were happening. My business partner, he was a little older than me, 66. He died unexpectedly in July. As kind of a big shock, but he was instrumental in getting that going. And so I'm a little bit of a boat without a rudder right now. But yeah, that's my daughter's son right there.
Oh, yeah,
not art.
This is you?
Not art's picture. Yeah, that's right.
These are your kids. That is magnificent. Very cool idea.
Daughter 17.
Boy 17, girls 21.
21.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, keep that away.
Yeah, she kickboxes. So she's tough. I don't know.
Good.
Kickboxer.
Yeah,
Well, she's in a kinese program, so she's going to be a physical therapist. Wants to get into sports medicine. I think they make like 30 grand a game or something. I'm in the wrong business. So,
John Milne, are you okay?
I'm doing fantastic, Ethan. Thank you so much.
Okay.
He's rock and rolling all night and partying every day.
People are asking, are you okay? Like,
Art got me excited for Kiss, man. So
Really?
I think I'm gonna get my tattoo redone, and I'm just gonna make it full blown Kiss now.
So that's your crow tattoo that you're gonna have made into a full on Kiss tattoo.
Yeah.
Yes, finally.
I had the crow tattooed on my back in my living room when I was like 19, and the guy who did it made the black lines on the eyes super wide, so everyone thinks it's Kiss now. So
nice.
I think I'm just gonna go with the. I'm gonna try to get the Starman. I think.
Let's do it. We'll
Yeah.
debut it on the show.
Who, Ace Frehley? That's Starman.
Paul Stanley.
Oh, Paul Stanley, the one star guy. But because Ace Frehley, when you said Starman, I always think
well,
Space Ace.
That's Space Ace, dude.
Yeah.
I love Space Ace.
I thought you meant Jeff Bridges.
The Starman.
Hey, I wanted to ask Doug. Doug, did you work for Don Bluth back in the late 80s, early 90s?
I did not.
Okay, because I did. It was called Sullivan Bluth at the time. There's There was an animator there, Nassos. Did you know Nassos?
No, I knew Simon Niblink and
that's made up.
Phil, what's his name? They were Bluth guys, friends of Bruce Timm. But they trained me at American Film Technology when I did Killer Tomatoes in '91. So they taught me animation.
Oh man,
I worked there and I worked at Klasky Chupo. So I don't know. Maybe I was wondering if we'd ever cross.
Do you know Mike Gerard at Klasky Chupo? Was it there?
We're talking 1990, 1991. I don't remember.
This is fascinating, but we're doing a show. You guys probably on your own. That's okay. I was drifting off into oblivion. By the way, I was hearing the lava here in this picture, and I was thinking, boy, I wish I was this kid so I could jump into it. These children here, this situation, by the way, is a nightmare that I've had over and over and over again. How the hell do you get off of this thing at this point?
There's a lot of Well, I was gonna say there's a lot of key-ins to this story where when kids have that fantasy of the floor is lava and you jump from the pillow to the pillow around the living room. We kind of key into that with this scene. There's a few other things like that. My kids kind of helped me with this. My kids are real creative, and we kind of put our heads together and we kind of created some fun things that are just engaging and fun and just very kid-centric.
Wonderful. Well, it looks pretty good. Guys, Galactic Comet, I added the link to the description. You should back it. Let's see. They're trying to get to $12,000. That's a pretty big flexible goal, but it's a flexible goal. So, it's whatever you can get if you get close to that. But I think we can probably get you funded. Support the Galactic Comet, and we'll see what we can do about that. We've already sold you a couple copies. I do want to promote another book, Frank. I don't know if you know about this. We've got a young man here. He's 28 years old. He's a newlywed. He's only been Stephen, when did you get married?
2015. I've been with my wife for 10 years.
Oh, so not a newlywed at all. I just made that up.
Well, we've been married for a while, but we've been together for 10 years. Or not 10 years. Almost 10.
10 years? So since you're 18, high school sweethearts?
No, not high school sweethearts, but shortly after high school.
Oh, okay. All right.
Mm-hmm. And not sweethearts.
Not sweethearts, mortal enemies.
Yeah. Yes.
Like Kill Bill, kind of. Like that kind of a situation. Has she ever tried to murder you? Ever?
Who? My wife?
Yeah, like before you were married.
Oh, man. No way, man. She was all over me before we got married.
Ooh, personal.
Family shows.
Yeah. You ever date a girl that tried to like choke you out in the middle of the night?
I wish.
Actually, maybe.
I think Brand.
Maybe.
Antonio Bryce.
Oh yeah.
That's bad news. You need counseling at that point.
I had a girl stalk me one time, man. She was calling my family and visiting them in PA, and then she was calling my mom on her cell phone saying she wanted to have my kids.
Really?
Yeah. It was a one night stand.
I can't even get a
she
text
just got
back.
obsessed.
Well, this here, the reason why I asked, I was picturing this going on like early on. Steven. You know, this is for some people. This is a courting ritual. You know, I mean, yeah.
It's an ancient Japanese courting ritual.
How's your father? Says Andrew is patiently waiting for the right moment to choke me out. I think she likes me. I do.
Are they
ask
the
her all the
praying mantises that eat their mates?
Yeah. Just their heads, though.
Just their heads. That's
Do
what
you ever
this is.
do you ever
And it's
anger your
wild
wives
and
when they're cooking with a knife, like when they're chopping stuff up, or you stay away?
Who, me?
Anyone. Like when your wife is chopping up some vegetables and you don't want to argue with her about something, you just wait until she finished. You do that?
Yeah, you're like, you put the knife down first, sweetheart, and then let's talk about how I'm driving to Atlantic City tonight at 2 a.m. You know, and may I do that?
Yeah.
You know, always ask permission. Always ask. So, Asami Children of Rusu, by the incredible Stephen Hart. Stephen Hart, family man, husband, father, artist, writer, both, right?
Yeah, I'm the illustrator and co-writer with my cousin Gabriel Rosales.
What's he like?
He's like me,
killer?
you know.
He's like you.
Not a killer, but I guess he's a nerd like me.
If he was a killer,
Mhm.
would you be surprised?
No.
No.
Everyone is. I mean, you know, people pretend to be surprised. Frank, when people come to you and say, "Your brother-in-law, he's a murderer," did you know that? Like, did you see any signs? Like, you kind of go, "No, I didn't," right? Or do you say, "Yes"? I kind of, you know, what would your attitude be? Do you have a brother-in-law?
Yes, and that's why I'm in the witness relocation program. Absolutely.
Excellent.
The guy is absolutely deranged.
Right. So you'd be like, nah, I kind of figured, but
Listen,
I can't.
Yeah.
I can't say anything.
I sit across the room during the holidays. It's not.
He was so quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a
Unassuming.
brother-in-law. who's in McDonald's commercials. He plays a nerd. Like that's his role. Like he plays a nerd on TV commercials.
What's
And
real
if he was a
personality
killer, I'd be like, yeah, I figured. You know, I mean, no offense to him, but I would just be like, wow, you know, just adds a little color to the family. You know.
Well,
I was gonna say, hey, you remember that actor from 1941? He had the ventriloquist dummy there up on the Ferris wheel. Remember that character, that actor? He played that nerd guy.
Eddie Deason?
Yeah, I actually met him, and he's just like that. It's not an act.
Yeah,
He's really
he does. He's done voices on my cartoons. He talks like 20,000 gigawatts when they're doing the. He was in War Games.
He's in War Games. He's in Greece.
Yep.
I met him too. He was
Eddie
he
Deason.
drags his mom around with him everywhere.
Yep.
Yeah, fitting.
You know. Yeah. Eddie Deason.
Hey, did you meet my mom?
Yeah, he's great.
Yes.
I wish I came in money and read a Chuck Wendig tweet. I got a couple of voices here.
Oh, I know. We should have gone back to that. Well, we've let Chuck Wendig go for now. Let's talk about Asami Children of Rusu. Let's talk about why you haven't backed Asami. Look at that, $4,700 even now. Great job, Stephen.
Thank you.
You know, it's the charm of Stephen Hart.
Well,
his Hart, and his name is Hart.
That's what I'm thinking. Isn't that great? Like they should have. Wasn't there a TV show called Heart to Heart in the 80s?
Heart to Heart.
Yeah.
That's Stephen and his wife.
And their hobby was murder.
She was beautiful. No, now you're doing Quincy, the murder one.
Quincy.
It was murder.
You don't have the same thing with Tenaple to Tenaple.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it doesn't have the same. Doesn't say.
I do like somebody who said that you should name your kids 11 April, 12 April, 13 April.
Yeah. I was going to name a kid 8 and his middle name 9. And his last name would be Tenaple. 8, 9.
Tenaple, 8, 9, Tenaple. That is awesome.
But I love my kids, so I decided not to.
I was going to name my daughter Minnie, so she'd be Minivan Skyver, or Kara, like Supergirl, Caravan Skyver. There are probably some more things that I could think of there. I'd have to give it some thought.
I tried to name four of my boys Jedediah so that I could call them Jedi, but my wife wouldn't have it.
She wouldn't let you.
No.
That is geeky. That is a geeky. Jedi.
Guilty.
Well, John Bogdanove named his son Jor-El. No, Kal-El.
Kal-El, yeah.
Kal-El. Kal-El Bogdanove.
Yeah, so did it was Nick Cage named his son.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was like
Well,
a,
Nick named himself Cage after Luke Cage, so he actually changed his own name.
Huh. What would you name your if your last name was Cage? What would you name your kid?
Rusty
Cage.
Rusty
Yeah.
Cage.
I'd name
In
her.
the cage.
I'd name my girl Retina, so she'd be Retina Cage, like rat in a cage.
I'm still just a rat in a cage.
Yeah, despite all my rage, I'm still just Retina Cage.
The world is a vampire.
Ethan should name his next kid Volkswagen. I don't. That's I don't know about that. Silly toys. And I'm not gonna have another kid. I'm 44 years old. When you're 44 years old, your life's practically over,
Come
right,
on.
Frank?
Just one more.
Oh no!
I'm halfway there then.
Yeah.
Just begin.
Come on, EVS, one more.
Yeah.
No. I make beautiful children. It's true. But no more. I've blessed the world enough. Asami Children Research. $4,715 right now. I'm really impressed with that. I'm impressed with all of your guys' support. Galactic Comets at $22,336.
Nice.
$2,236 now because of you guys. Let's look in on Black and White by Art T. Bear. Art T. Bear confessed something very embarrassing tonight. He confessed that he was 48 years old. No, 52 years old.
No, 57.
No, 57.
Oh, 57
years old.
Why is that embarrassing? That's a badge of honor.
You get old, it's like then people go, "Oh, you're old." Like you're 57, dude.
It's over.
It is.
Once I funded this thing,
Art?
there's no what?
Are you seriously 57?
Yeah.
Yeah, look at Mike. Jeez,
Even Mike is saying that.
Get him a
Mike's just like, dig
wheelchair.
a hole in the backyard, lay down in it, and just wait.
Mike just thought I was old until
Hey, Art,
now.
can I ask you a question? How fast do you drive?
You were older. I thought you were like 5 years older than me.
What brand of catheter do you use? Hey, we gotta
for your service in the Korean War.
Salute.
The winded grain system.
Appreciate that. Black and
you're
White
welcome.
Remastered, $26,962. We're just $38 away from hitting 27. So the next person that supports Black and White Remastered probably will push it over the edge to 27,000, and that'll be great. We appreciate that, guys.
Come on,
Support.
guys, support Art. He doesn't have much time left.
He doesn't. Yeah, like.
I got 1 foot in the grave right now,
He's
guys.
in the white light at the end of the tunnel. He sees the white. Don't walk into the white light, Carol Ann. Don't walk into that light.
Make his life easier. Some of these catheters really slide in nice and easy. But it would be great if Black and White. Actually, those commercials, you want to talk about cringe? People talk about cringe just because somebody said something embarrassing on YouTube. No, real cringe is watching catheter commercials and the guy go, "The last brand of catheters I used kind of caught a little bit on the edges."
Wait a minute. That's a real thing. They're actually advertising catheters.
Yes, on Fox
Yes.
News, because all their audience are like.
Yeah, Art, you get them much cheaper on those commercials than where you get them.
I'm glad I
I
don't
watch
watch
the
TV
Game Show
anymore.
Network. Game Show Network is all catheters all the time, and I've learned a lot about catheters. And then they go, "This is the new lubricated catheter. It just slides right into your urethra."
Yeah.
Oh my god!
It feels like you're peeing backwards.
Oh god! The last catheter I used was like sandpaper up there.
Yes.
Oh,
You guys are giving me so much to look forward to.
Yeah, it turned me inside out.
Beware of chafing.
Oh yeah, when I pull it out, it turns me inside out.
Turned me inside out. Like I was undoing my socks in the laundry.
It's a fishing
Honestly, my legs just my legs just come together real tight.
I agree, man.
Awful.
It makes my skin cold.
So that is what cringe is. Those of you who are like, "Oh, PewDiePie's cringe," you don't know what cringe is. Cringe is watching catheter commercials at 2 a.m. on the Game Show Network. That is cringe. So support. This is a long way of saying support Bears.
Yeah.
White Remastered. If you would like to use a quality catheter, support Art T Bear's Black and White Remastered. support him and his efforts to bring back this great property that he had in the 1990s. It is now they're calling you Kathy Bear.
Oh, that's all I need. Thanks, guys.
No,
oh no.
Anything to bully you, anything to bully us, this crowd.
I don't mind it. Bring it on. I've been around for 57 years. I can take it.
Yeah, I can take all you.
I'll take all you punks.
Come at me.
Get out of my freaking yard.
Yeah.
Nigel Rhodes says, we changed our minds. You can delete this stream. No, I'm keeping it up. I promised you never to delete a stream ever again. Brutus the Badass by Donald DeLay and Nasser. Donald DeLay, artist. Is he still here?
He dipped.
Oh, all right. Brutus the Badass by Donald DeLay and author Nasser Rabati. They're bringing hyper 90s action, overly macho brutes back to comics.
Yes, it's all toxic masculinity.
That's good. You know, we need some more toxic masculinity, wouldn't you say?
Yes.
What do we have right now? What would you call what we have right now? If toxic masculinity is what we need, what are they feeding us now? Is it
toxic femininity?
Homogenized femininity? Would you call it
toxic feminism?
Toxic feminism.
Yeah.
Always trust Doug.
No, it's just that's just a fact. You can write that down. Toxic feminism. You heard it on this show first. It's going to happen.
Yes, this book is very high tea. This book is what you need in times like now.
Everybody in the chat says it's soy. Of course, it's just simply soy.
Yeah,
it's soy-based.
It's one syllable. It's easier to say. Soy is easier.
Estrogen-based soy. Brutus the Badass is at $29,890. That would be tonight. Would people be so kind to push you up to No, they wouldn't be so kind to do that. Let me check again to see if they're kind enough. Are they so kind? No, they're not. They're not going to. Why not back Brutus the Badass #1? Select your perk. $50 is what do you get? You get a book and a drawing from Donald DeLay.
Yes.
That's the thing right there.
That's a deal.
Yeah, it is a deal.
And it's rare too because he doesn't usually do art on paper. He usually does everything digital. So it's going to be super rare to have art on paper from him.
Yeah, it is. It's going to be very rare. Donald is only doing 200 of these. So, why not? 107 of them are already sold. And that I think he did 70 of them yesterday. Yeah. So amazing. Why not pick up a comic book and a drawing for $50 from Donald DeLay? Donald DeLay, this guy is a very, very gifted and talented artist. I love this cover. This cover just, it blows my mind. Chainsaw Knife.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and it has the beautiful Kelsey Shannon colors.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, very Bisley. It's really good.
Very, very good.
John Malin, what do you think about the Chainsaw Knife? Be honest.
I think it's cool, man. I think it's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
It would.
John Malin, where does the chainsaw chain go, though?
Yeah, it wouldn't function. That's not functional.
Oh, I wouldn't think that it would actually turn and twist. I would think it's fixed from how it looks.
Otherwise, it's gonna pull on your meat as it stabs you.
Yeah, it's just gonna tear. I mean, it may not be the most effective, but it's gonna hurt.
It's dramatic.
Mm-hmm.
It looks good.
Yeah.
John, you're talking me out of this. You
Ethan.
No, don't Ethan me, Nasser. It wouldn't be too difficult to make this a functioning chainsaw knife. You say, look, the chainsaw
is not functioning. You're looking at a still image.
John Malin just said that. He said I wouldn't expect it.
John
to
Malin's not on the project.
If it sits there, it blocks the edge of the blade. You see, this is not sharp. This is not sharp. It might be heavy. Like
okay, I'll hit you with it. You'll see how sharp it is.
No, I'm just saying it won't cut me. It would be like boom, and I'd be like, my cheekbone.
What are you made out of, Ethan? That it's not going to cut you.
It's not going to cut me. That is not. Look at this. It's not.
It just needs to be wielded by a high T individual.
Right. It'd be most effective if Malin used it.
Yeah, chainsaw Malin.
I can make it work, Nasser. I can make it work. I'm just saying that,
You're saying you're not very mechanically inclined.
No, no. I listen. I can fucking make it work. What I'm saying that if you like, this would be most effective if this went and these spun around, and then then this goes in here. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Who wrote that crap? What?
I think you're having the conversation with the wrong person. We need to get Donald back in here.
Well, I'm not blaming Nasser, but Nasser like stuck up for it, and now Nasser's got to pay the price.
Nasser, did you write that in the script? Did you write chainsaw knife in the script?
No, we were just thinking of a sexy cover to make.
Oh, okay. And that's
I'm picturing you could rev it up by pulling out the hilt. Here you go, and you pull it. There's a string, and you like that. You get it ripped up, and then this goes
right.
Now that'd be so easy to redraw. It'd be so easy. Now he'd have to redraw the artwork. You have to send it back out to get recolored again,
and get it reprinted. The whole book. It's okay.
Right.
Well, now Nasser has some homework to do.
Yeah. What does Nasser care? He's not drawing it.
He should.
Yeah. Tell your artist.
No, Nasser shouldn't draw it.
No. Yeah. We see it.
Mike's jealous. I'm the better artist.
Ooh.
No.
Mike's jealous. You're going to hit 6 figures first.
Answering.
You guys are embarrassing me in front of Frank Martin right now.
Guys,
I love that artwork.
This isn't great art.
I love that artwork. It's in that same flavor as the Judge Dredd and the Lobo. Did they make Lobo soy, or they made them all cute?
Yeah, they did. They made him a little weenie. Yeah.
Was that the new 52 Lobo?
Yeah, the new 52 Lobo. I had to draw him a bunch of times. He was in Green Lantern.
The metrosexual.
I feel for you. I feel for you.
Well, they did a book with him and Harley Quinn, right?
What's that?
There's a book they did with Lobo and Harley Quinn. They were stuck on some planet or something. The work was pretty good in that too. I thought, did they ship him back already, or is he still?
He's dead now. He's in a little bottle. That Lobo has been miniaturized. I drew this too, Frank. I'm glad you asked. Larfleeze is collecting miniaturized things, and he miniaturized that Lobo, keeps him in a bottle, and with the bottled Cynthia Candor, and they won't let him out. So he's by the way, Brutus the Badass, $29,940 right now,
awesome.
Just $60 away. Some people disagreed with me about the knife. Others didn't. It looks like about 70 people refunded. But 72 people backed. So covered that up. And nice job. Congratulations, Nasser.
Thanks.
Also want to talk about Brand by Antonio Bryce.
I did a Brand drawing.
No, Brand. You did
Brand.
Look, he says ho ho ho.
Yeah, Dark Santana.
Yes, there he is.
Is that the one that Art's gonna ink, NASA?
Yeah, Art told me he'd ink one of my doodles, and then he started telling me no.
Well, that's so beautiful. It doesn't need ink.
Yeah,
it's amazing, just like that.
Ho.
Huh?
I don't think that's how you spell hoe. That's like
sure?
garden tool.
That's a garden. That's a
Wait,
garden
is he a writer?
He thinks he is.
Gardener?
You sure that's a gardening tool that he's trying to spell?
Ho, ho, ho.
Whore.
That'd be cool if this shirt had asked me about my ho 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 agenda. That'd be, and it meant ho. Get it? Like ho. No, okay, that sucks. All right, my bad. Back Brand by Antonio Bryce and Kanan White. It's at $48,327 right now. Now, Brand is one of our top selling comics, obviously, thus far, due in no small part to the charm and delight of Antonio. Also, because of the incredible artwork, this is new. Is this not new?
No.
Did I never scroll down that far?
Never scrolled.
I've seen this. Yeah, I guess I always stop on this piece. I've never seen that other piece.
Kanan has been posting new artwork up on Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I gave him the green light on it.
Damn.
Well, I mean,
looks
it's the
phenomenal.
truth. I mean, I am running this. I mean,
Yeah. You're the boss.
Emery Calamay wants his shirt to say, "Ask me about my booty wrecking agenda."
My catheter agenda.
Ask me about my urethra scratching agenda.
He turned the inside out.
Do you ever have you ever have one of those stones? What are they called?
No.
You know what I'm talking about?
Stone live on a stream.
Yeah.
On the stream, get it?
Live stream. That stream. I had one when I was like 26. I had one of them.
They are painful.
I have them chronically.
Do you really?
Yeah.
You're not drinking enough water.
Nope, that's not the problem. I don't know what the frick.
Gallstone, a kidney stone.
Small urethra.
Mike's turning into stone.
Kidneys are turning into stone.
Hell, dude. All right, so very good. Don't do that. Like, don't get a gallstone. Do support Brand by Antonio Bryson, Kane and White. Let's take a look at Asami Children of Russo. By the way, everyone loves Asami Children of Russo. It's at $4,765. Every time I look at it, someone else has supported Stephen Hart's dream. He is now only $235 away from his fixed goal. This is going to get funded tonight, Stephen.
Great. I'm happy about that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ethan.
No, thank you. Thank you for being on the show and for everything that you've contributed. And thanks for caring about the fans. Thanks for caring about the people in the audience who are, supporting you. And thanks for, always being there to be on the show and to contribute and to actually contribute to the show. You know what I mean? Yeah. Not like some
Steven.
people.
Yeah, not like Mike S. Miller.
Mike doesn't really contribute much, does he, Nasser?
No, he does. We can't,
not at all.
We can't shut him up. He's on. He's faithful.
He's a magpie.
No, you know what? The thing is,
he's a magpie.
The truth is, I specifically asked him to come on tonight, and he's being a gentleman, and he's not gonna let you guys know that.
No.
He's not gonna let you know that. Usually I put the link in one single room, and say, hey, whoever wants to come in can come in. Tonight, I actually put the link straight to him.
Oh yeah, we got to get that guy on.
I said, Mike, would you mind?
Mike, it's not a show. I'm feeling a little iffy tonight, and I could use a little help.
Did you say please and thanks?
Hey, Ethan.
Yes.
I just got a message from Donald. He says, in regards to the chainsaw knife, he says a button on the bottom of the hilt turns the chainsaw on. The chain goes through the bolster, and the motor is in the handle. It's a space knife wielded by an alien. It works because I say it works.
Hey, they didn't tell me they were going to use science. You didn't tell me this was going to be science.
That wasn't science.
We love the science.
Well,
it sounds feasible.
Well, now I'm calling shenanigans. I'm not down with that explanation.
Yeah, that don't match.
Yeah, how does Orange Lantern work?
Suspend disbelief.
How does Orange Lantern work?
Come on.
Well, fine. I will suspend disbelief, Donald. If that's what you say, Ethan, suspend your disbelief, and I'll be like, all right, I'll believe your bullshit.
Yeah. Just tell him it's the Force.
Whatever
you want.
I'll do whatever, just let me know that. Let me know that I'm supposed to just suspend disbelief. And that's fine. What is Mike drawing over here? What is he up to?
Can't see, it's blurry.
This is a cover to Clash of Kings, or not Clash of Kings. What's the second book? Oh, yeah, Clash of Kings.
It looks very inspired, like Mike's losing on Drawn and Quarter is pushing into a new level.
Right.
No, this is just what my normal work looks like when I'm not under a 2-hour deadline.
Oh, under the pressure?
Yeah.
It's brilliant. In the meantime,
then how come John Malin's always looks top notch after 2 hours?
Because you have no taste, Nasser.
Okay,
John
that's what
Allen
you
is
think.
great. I think every artist in Comicsgate is really phenomenal. Look right now what Doug TenNapel is drawing. Look at the giant fish, the flying fish coming out of the water.
Yeah, this is the girl who captures Poseidon's heart. This is the prequel to the story that's in the ash can.
Mm-hmm.
And
what color is her hair?
Brown.
He's
trying to woo her, so he shows off with having all these flying fish come out in this giant like megalodon thing, and there's the kraken by his side.
Nice.
And he's got seagulls and a giant water spout back there.
Do you understand the imagination and the brilliance of Doug TenNapel? I mean, we pick on Doug because he doesn't wash his hands.
That's true.
But Doug is a legitimate creative genius.
With art like this, you don't have to wash your hands.
No, you don't have to. Who cares what Doug does?
My hands
Yeah,
are dirty
exactly.
because it's freaking pencil all over them.
Doug, can I ask a question though? Seriously?
Sure.
Why don't you erase that boat and start over again?
Yeah, I know. The perspective's killing me.
No, it's not the perspective. Doug, you've got an enormous... Do you understand the reaction, the waves that would be
knocking it over?
Yeah, the boat is sitting there in a still lake while an enormous sea creature is coming out of the water, not 8 feet from it.
All right. Hold on. It's not going to...
He's got to be crouched.
Stop, Doug. No,
dude.
We have to suspend our disbelief again.
No,
precious children. I didn't
Oh
want.
no!
Oh, don't.
What? He's doing the right thing.
He's doing the right thing.
Yeah.
You guys, I'm helping him, and you guys don't enable.
Don't enable.
No, you got to.
Doug,
Artists are here. You're supposed to push each other. If someone says, "Look, this is
She
better."
cannot be, unless she's some kind of ninja. She cannot be standing up. Have her crouched over and hanging onto one edge of the boat.
Yeah, I
as the
agree.
boat
It's
rocks
better.
around.
It's better. I get it.
All right.
Hey, Doug, I submitted the script for the Bigfoot Bill versus Detective Dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna get drawn.
Okay.
Everyone in the chat is saying Ethan ruined it. What are you crazy?
No. Yes, dude. It'll work.
Don't enable Tenaple. That's the new line. Don't enable it.
Tenable.
Hey, Ethan, can I get some feedback on one of my pieces of artwork?
It's not inked.
No,
I can't
charge
be
him.
mean
Charge
to you,
him.
Art. I can
What's
only
that?
be mean. I can't be mean to you. I can only be mean to Doug.
Okay,
And-
let me see if I can work this
mean to
out.
leave it. It's mean if you don't say something. See, he loves me enough. If he
Look
hated
how much
me,
better that is. Look
if he
how much
hated
better
me-
that is instantly.
yeah, if he hated me, he'd go like, I'm just gonna leave him, let him leave that totally jacked up piece.
Of course.
You know
That
what? I
is a
just moved.
million times better already.
Cool.
It is. It looks good.
Look at the big waves rocking the boat.
Look
Yeah.
at you, that
I'll
idea,
get
right?
her like this. She'll
Yeah,
be
I
all
gotta
bent over like.
And the other thing is that, like, by the way, Poseidon looks like a little bit of an a-hole for doing this, which I think he's meant to be.
Yeah, he is. He's a god. Come on, he's showing
right.
his stuff to her.
And she's like, "Well, you're rocking my boat over, you douchebag."
You're gonna kill me.
Showing her his giant megalodon.
Yeah. Devlin of Avocado says, "It's great now. What a team!" Right.
See that?
See? That's how artists work together.
Yeah, looks good.
That's right.
EVS digs Doug. I do.
Dig Doug.
Dig Doug.
Wah.
It's a good video game. Asami, Children of Russo. Are we funded yet on this, guys? Can you guys help me out? And we're almost there. $4,830 now. We're $170 away.
Sweet mamma jamma.
Great job, guys. Great job. We're selling some more copies of Galactic Comet 2281.
That's great.
Thank you for that. By the way, the links to all of these are in the description right below the screen. So feel free to shop. Just shop around. You might not want all of them, but choose support a Comicsgate book. Choose the one that you like best, and please do pre-order a copy. Boom! Congratulations, Art. $27,020. You just broke 27,000.
Oh, thank you,
Beautiful.
guys.
Congrats,
That's
Art.
awesome. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, check out Detective Dead, everybody, too.
So the girl was looking in awe. Now she's in terror.
Yeah.
Well, she should be in terror. That's a terrifying thing, right? Or what do you think, John? Was I wrong, or
I think Poseidon was wooing her, putting her in just enough danger to, close the deal.
No, this is more brutal. He definitely is. Look at here he is. Let me show
Yeah,
you
looks
the
good.
page.
But
Here he is all sitting on his throne.
Man spreading.
And then he goes up to the surface and he looks off and he's from afar and he sees this beautiful woman stuck on a boat.
yeah?
Then he does the thing with the fish.
Then he goes up and he offers her the best fruits of the sea.
Oh, he killed the fish, right? Oh,
Yeah, a turtle on a turtle shell. Totally, times were different back then.
Hmm.
And then she takes an apple.
Hey, Doug, loving the inks. That's amazing.
Oh, thank you,
Yeah.
sir. And
Yeah,
she
good
eats-
stuff.
Chomp. And then he's all getting in the boat, and the Kraken's like, "Hey, wait a minute,
Yeah, sad face.
that's my master."
That's hard
And
to
then
pull off.
he's wooing her, and then he says he'll offer her anything.
more of his friends on a plate.
Yeah, and then the next one is him blowing up on this thing. He's like, oh, he's like, I will make you the wife of the sea, and I will. And then she's going to be kind of turning, going, I'm waiting for my fiance, and if he doesn't, since he hasn't shown up, then you can have my hand. And the next frame,
that was easy.
And the next frame, we go to here comes a boat, and it's her love coming back to her.
Oh yeah, she's going where the money's at.
Yeah, so his heart's all broken, and he can't be consoled, even by the Kraken.
So, John, you disagree? You think the boat should have been still?
I thought it was a nice
page.
But I think it makes a little more sense now with her reaction being a little bit more, because she just met the dude.
Yeah, this is like, hey, these are fast times, man. This is when like you meet someone. If you find out that he pays your dowry, you marry him. So
yeah.
Can Poseidon control the waves?
He can't. Well, his powers are pretty mysterious, but yes, he can.
So maybe he can control the waves to woo her,
or get rid of her.
Guys,
can you bling out that boat?
Women were tougher back then. What'd you say?
Can you bling out that boat?
Why would I bling it out? Is she rich?
The guy picking her up is. He's got a boat.
Oh yeah. Oh, definitely. Yeah. That little thumbnail is. I mean, it is. This is the 1800s, so it'll be as bling to the 1800s boat guy.
Yeah.
Silver and gold linings.
Yeah, maybe like a British Royal Navy guy or something, kind of
spinners.
Spinners, pinwheels.
Low profile.
Good stuff. People are watching this, and people, just in case you don't know, maybe I don't have this in there. Excuse me, Doug. I think people want to back your book, and I don't have it in the chat. Let me put that.
You can stick
This story is for the Ashcan sketchbook. That is the second tier. Ashcan sketchbook is it's going to have a full 14-page story of the background of Poseidon, how Poseidon got to be stuck in the cryptozone in modern day, and it's all because of this woman.
It's always because of
usually is.
It's all because of this woman.
Always is.
And it ends up this woman isn't who you think she is. How's that?
Well, that's fantastic. That's Norwalk's best right there, Doug.
Yeah.
Norwalk's best.
Norwalk's best, baby.
That's it. Zone 10, boy.
Crew Street, Norwalk.
That's it.
The one ways.
Oh, forget about it. I wanted to say, Ethan, that with Galactic Comet, obviously this is geared towards a younger audience, but this is perfect for our kids, our grandkids, for some of us, nieces, nephews, the whole bit. We're going to have this shipped. I'm going to go printing second week of November and will arrive before December 1st. And this is just going to be right in line with that. I'm looking at the numbers here. Thank you, guys. And also, I've got just recently, I got another printer, and I was able to reduce the cost significantly. So all the books were originally going to be 9x9. They're all going to be 11x11 now. Nice big color pages.
Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful.
Cool. I got Kanan doing a cover for my book.
That's good art.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Kanan
awesome.
White
Yeah, Kanan White
is doing Death Detective cover.
Detective Dead. Yeah.
Sorry,
No, that's all right.
I've only said that 100 times.
It's cool, though.
All right, anybody who would like to back Bigfoot Bill after this, and I think you probably would, I just put the link in the description. So, feel free to go check it out. Again, I mean, Doug Tenaple's Bigfoot Bill, $111,799. Yeah, no kidding. That's why the quality of the work is showing right now. You're watching it get drawn.
Figures. And if it gets up to 120, Ethan, there's a stretch where I'll do another 16 pages and make it an 80-page book. That's what I'm hoping. Right? Yeah. That's what I'm hoping for. So the people who originally came in the campaign, they were getting a 48-page book, and I want to get it up to 80. That's almost double the size of a book for the same donation.
Phenomenal.
I just noticed that 4 out of the 6 things you have up there start with B. Brutus, Black and White, and Bigfoot Bill.
It's
Yeah,
the B.
B. Yeah, that's weird. B
It's
is
good. That's probably another sign for the GOP. You have to add to your prophetic.
It must be. By the way, Asami Children of Rusu, $70 away now from funding.
Nice.
$70 away from
Beautiful.
goal. You're about to make Stephen Hart's dream come true.
Good job. Nice.
Hey, EVS, can I give you a quick pitch for Asami?
Yeah, go.
Cool. My name's Stephen Hart. I'm the illustrator and co-writer for Asami Children of Rusu. The design team is me, my cousin Gabriel Rosales, who's also the co-writer, and the colors are by DC Alonso. So Asami is a civil war in feudal Japan that pits the Rusu clan, who has been chosen by a mysterious deity against neighboring clans and the shogunate. So Asami leaves Rusu at her father's request, accompanied by the foreigner, who's an American cowboy, John Moses, and a mysterious holy weapon to unite the warring clans against Rusu and the disruptor worshipped as a god. And I just wanted to say, I know there's a lot of Indiegogo campaigns going on, but if you're going to want to get this book, the colors are amazing. I'm putting everything that I got into the illustrations, and the story's phenomenal. So, do what you got to do. Pick up this book, because if you miss out, you're going to regret it. I got a tier on there for 2 books for $35. Get that. After this campaign's over, this is the only time you're going to be able to get this book. Sell the other book on eBay, make your money back, pay back your Visa, your MasterCard, whatever you need to do to get this book, because you're going to miss out if you don't get it now. So I'm just saying, if you're fans of anime, manga, Japanese culture, samurai, Chariots of the Gods, pick up this book.
That's a good pitch.
Yeah. Looks good. Looks good.
I'm buying it just for Gabriel.
That's why Steven rocks. Nice job, man. Good pitch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brand by Antonio Bryson Cannon White is now over $48,350. Wow, you guys are going to hit 50 very, very, very shortly. I'm very excited about that. Brutus the Badass, I completely stalled it out by making fun of the chainsaw knife. And I mean, I'm sorry. It's at $29,940. It's just $60 away from $30,000. I just stopped it right in its tracks. Sorry, Nasser.
You just lagged and I missed everything you said. I'm sorry.
It was a heartfelt apology, Nasser.
Yeah.
It went robo, and all I heard was, I think he said 1,000, and then it went robo again, and I could not hear a single word.
Oh, so you accept.
Hey, can I ask a question, EVS?
Yeah.
I just wanted to ask you, how long does it take you typically? I know it depends on the level of detail, but to pencil and ink your own page. And I also wanted to ask John Malin and Doug the same question. Just how long, on average, does it take to pencil and then ink your one of your pages?
Takes
2 weeks for Ethan to ink.
2 weeks.
About 5 minutes for Mike.
Yeah. About 5 minutes for Mike. Why does Nasser? What is it? Did Cecil's not here? That you got to pick on Mike? I mean, for God's sake.
Mike lost me 40 subs.
Did he really?
Yes. He told everyone to
He lost me $2,000. Mike is evil.
Why does he do that to people?
I still didn't get all those subs back.
I was trying to get Nasser more subs, but he wouldn't play ball.
He faked tears to take away $2,000 from me, and then
God!
And then he stole 40 subs from Nasser. I just want to say,
right. So get him back by
about
getting
not coming on my show, about not being invited to my show.
After he hurt you, I don't.
How do I know that I'm going to get more? I need people who will help me on my show.
We just passed 30 grand.
You did?
Okay, there you go. Then shut
Let's
up.
see together. Let's check it out together.
Yeah.
$29,940. Look at that.
Nice.
$30,010. It's almost like your Uncle Ethan just bought in at your $70 tier.
Boom.
Oh, look at
Merry Christmas.
Santa Claus.
Beautiful.
Merry Christmas.
That is cool. Good job.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
See,
hey, Ethan, can
we're
I
all
do
a
something?
family.
I want to show you that page. And also, we just went up again. Can I try to show you that page?
Yeah, but hang on. Before we do that, let's take a look at Asami, Children of Rusu. It's $49.30 right now. Boom, funded.
Oh,
$5.
Oh, man.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Awesome.
Nice work. Congrats, Stephen and Gabriel.
Thank you. Thank
congrats.
Yeah,
And
congrats.
sorry, I almost
What's
stepped
going
on
on?
that.
So what are we looking at? What are we looking at?
All right, you guys got to guide me. I'm gonna push this button here, and then I'm gonna push this button here. So first, you're gonna see me, I
brother.
think. Can you see me?
Yep.
All right, here we go. Can you see it? Up, down.
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 That's the picture at the end of The Shining up above there, I think.
That looks good.
Down a little.
Look at that face.
Down a little bit more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
down a bit more.
Yeah.
Right there.
Okay. Yeah, we just got this in from the colorist today.
That looks good. It's a little bit blurry because of the camera, but it looks good.
Okay.
Wait, is that on a tablet?
Yeah, it's on iPad.
Oh, okay.
Well, thanks, guys.
Great
And thanks
work.
to all the people. Thank you
Yeah,
that have
that's awesome.
backed Black and White. So thank you, and thanks EBS for letting me come on your show and do this.
Yeah, for real.
To answer Steven's questions, about 12 hours, but more if I want to really do some really good stuff. So
Okay. 12
And
hours.
that's what you ink in yourself, right, John?
yeah, that's from beginning to end. I can do it in a day. That's about a day for me. It's 12 hours, but
Okay.
I'd much rather work on something for about 2 days and to really, do my best. So
That sounds about right. 10,
Yeah.
12 hours.
That's what I wanted to know.
Here's a
I want to
page
make
from
sure.
me.
Mhm. What's
Let's see here.
Oh yeah, I saw that second panel on Twitter.
Wow.
This just came in from Kyle.
Kyle. Oh my gosh.
Oh, man.
100%. Why can't I? Yeah, but it looks good. That's Salamandroid.
Oh,
That's
wow.
baby Salamandroid.
Oh, there we
here.
go.
that's good.
Is this the origin of Salamandroid?
Let me see.
Yeah. It kind of happens behind their back. It's like Cyberfrog. We know Cyberfrog's going to happen, but there's an extra little orb of energy that finds a little salamander, and so they're talking about his mission, and then suddenly Salamandroid is there too, and it's like, oh, whoops.
Yeah.
The origin of Salamandroid. Great stuff. Kyle is just incredible.
He is good.
He really is.
Good talent.
He's sitting here sending me a message saying, I just turned in 5 pages, 5 more pages. Send me a check. Okay. All right. I pay him every 5 pages. So yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, Ethan, for sharing Kyle with me as well for that Black and White cover. We
Absolutely.
could not have done this campaign without Kyle, man. He came in last minute on this. He colored that the night before the campaign was going to launch. So we got that hours. We got it done from Kyle hours before we went live.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
amazing.
I owe Kyle too, because he's the one who she asked me to show him the colors I had. He's like, yeah, run with it, because I was trying to find somebody who's good as Kyle, which is basically nobody I found yet, but he's the one saying run with him, and I appreciate Kyle for that. He's helped me out a lot, especially with colors.
There's some good colorists. I think, I think Brett R. Smith is really, really good. I think he's slow. I think he's working on something. I don't know. I've seen him be asked recently to do something. He said, I can't, I'm too busy. And I was like, God damn, like we need more colorists like Brett to actually, be available. Asami Children of Rusu, $5,140. Steven has soared into the hearts of Comicsgate.
Yeah.
Rocking it. Yeah.
Nice.
Thank you. They're gonna love it. I know they will.
Yeah. Brand by Antonio. We're not really talking about Brand as much as we need to. It's still at $48,350. And Brutus the Badass, of course, has now reached $30,000, and that is magnificent.
Yeah.
A lot of good milestones got met tonight. $27,105 for Black and White. More people are joining up with that and giving it a shot. The Galactic Comet is in the chat as well. It's in the description. $2,281. We're getting there. $12,000 is its flexible goal, so we've got a little ways to go, but we can make that happen. And Doug to Naples, Bigfoot Bill. Boy, would I like to see that get to 112 today.
Me too.
That'd be terrific. I know, but we have 6 figures, dude.
Hardbound book, guys. Hardbound.
Yeah,
baby.
Very
Hey,
good.
Ethan. I kind of when I was pitching earlier, I was kind of giving you the the personal side of it. That's telling you about my grandfather and all that. But I kind of had a 60-second pitch. I just kind of want to throw out there. Can I do that?
67 pitch or 60-second pitch. Hold on, let me get my clock up here. We'll do that. This is for real though. What you're asking to do is a stopwatch
Sacred.
pitch. You're not allowed to stop until I tell you to stop. You have to talk for 60 seconds straight. Okay?
Do this professionally, no problem.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Well, it's about two kids that lose their Navy veteran grandfather, but then they're flown decades in the past and across the galaxy to discover the secret that the grandfather was a space explorer for the military. The family has to gather powerful energy-based elements, and they need to construct the means to return to their time and place. And the Galactic Comet, this is a quest story, and the heroes travel to different places to find what they need, and they battle against man-eating aliens and maniacal robots. And the family finds a galactic society that was overrun by self-aware robots 300 years prior. The survivors are in hiding and live as scavengers. So the heroes are really dealing with a very Wild West sci-fi environment. And like I said, the backdrop of the story is a sci-fi quest, but it's really about knowing the people who are important in our lives. And the moral is, like I said, sometimes we don't get to say goodbye to the ones we love, but learning about who they were and what they did is the best way to honor them and keep them close to our hearts. And I'll relinquish my extra 3 seconds. I don't need it. Thanks.
Damn it. Well, you got close. You got close. Hold on. Ready? Boom. 1 minute. All right. Well, you're not allowed to relinquish, Frank.
I want to give it to someone else. Somebody else can pick up my 3 seconds.
No,
This isn't the Senate.
No. Yeah, that's not the way it works. You have to be able to talk nonstop. Watch Steven do it. Steven, are you ready?
Sure. Give me a second. Hold on a second. Let me share my screen
No
real quick.
reading, Steven.
Yeah.
Oh, no reading.
No
Okay.
reading. Off the top of your head.
Let me share my screen real quick, just so you can see what I'm.
Well, we can see it. I'm sharing it.
Okay. Well,
Ready? Hold on. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay. Anyways, my name's Stephen Hart. I'm the creator, illustrator of Asami Children of Rusu. I'm the co-writer. My design team is Gabriel Rosales, who's a co-writer. I have a colorist, DC Alonso. So, Asami Children of Rusu takes place in feudal Japan during in the Tohoku region during the Edo period, so late Edo period. It's a kind of a mixed history. It's more like the Sengoku Jedi period, but we've blended that into the Edo period to allow our cowboy from the Wild West, John Moses, to be in the story. Shit. Anyways,
come on.
Yeah, I feel the pressure now. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, so it's in the late Edo period. Sami has to leave Rusu because the Rusu has a disruptor who is basically an ancient alien who's calling the shots of Rusu and pitting Rusu against. Oh, sorry. Fuck, I fucked that one.
You are done. But no, but you were doing great. You just chewed yourself up in the middle there.
I did.
So
I did.
I think Frank owned you. I
Yeah.
thought.
No.
No, I really do. I thought Frank did much better than Steven this time. Steven did really good yesterday, but people were quick to say he's reading. He's reading.
Well, you know what?
My extra 3 seconds, go.
Hey, you know what? Let me say this. Always have a plan. Be prepared. When I go to meetings and I'm dealing with clients, take a notepad, take your notes. Be prepared. When you're pitching something or you're selling something, be prepared that way. Don't you don't want to stumble. So.
Absolutely, that is the way to go.
There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with reading a pitch.
Well, man. Okay.
There's so much truth to that. Real quick, if you just let me for a quick sec. I'll tell you this. I used to call on the Coke distribution centers all around the Western United States. Went up to Seattle. Company I worked for, we made those plastic racks that went into the 7-Eleven, right? Open up the door, pull the Coke bottle out, right? Those plastic slide trays. Up in Seattle, there was a problem with the trays. They got me on the phone and said, hey, you got to get up here. We hate what you shipped us. So they're not sliding. They're falling over in the trays. I'm like, okay, I'll come up. Hopped on the plane, went up there. Walk into this room. I got 40 guys glaring at me, telling me the tray doesn't work. It sucks. And I listened to them. I took my beating. And I just said, do you have a sample of the tray I can take a look at? All of a sudden, all these guys are tripping over themselves. They got nothing. They start going out and leaving. They don't have one tray in the entire warehouse because they put everything out. Be prepared. And so I ended up staying there a couple of days. We fixed the situation. It was their problem. But yeah, be prepared. Have your ducks in a row.
Marvelous advice. Great advice.
It's a great drinking story. Here, maybe not so much.
Juice by you.
Juice by you. Juice by that. Join us in creating excitement. Right, John?
That's right.
Join us in creating excitement. Juice. Yeah, I belong to a sales cult too.
Sales cult.
It was it was a sales cult. When I was 19 years old, you had to go around knocking on doors and selling coupon books for a pitcher of beer. Like, buy one pitcher of beer, get 5 free. But it's $20 for the coupon. And at a specific pizza place. And yeah, they tried to get you excited every morning before you went out to go knocking on doors. You're with these weirdos who are like, I only made $5 yesterday, but I know that I'm going to be the head of a multi-million-dollar corporation one day. So juice by that. And nobody go, juice by that, juice by that, juice by that. Like Scientologists. And I was like,
so wait, you were selling beer door to door?
Coupons for beer. Coupons.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and other
buy
types
that.
of restaurants, and I mean, it was basically different restaurants around whatever his area, where my area was too. I was in Michigan, so, but essentially same company, same slogans, the whole deal.
Well,
Beer door to
and
door.
they say juice by that. Juice stands for join us in
Oh,
creating excitement. Elbow says, did you sell grit EVS? No, I never did. But yeah, so that was something that John Malin and I seem to have in common. It was an embarrassing part of our past, I'd say, you know?
Yeah, learning experience. I was in it longer than Ethan was. I think you said you only did it like a day or two.
One day, and I said, fuck you.
I know, that would be hard.
I used to stand in
Hard way to make
corners
a living.
I used to stand in corners and have to give out flyers all day long for just only $25 a day.
Shoot, giving out flyers, that's easy. Right? Selling them.
The best job ever is I want to stand on the street corner flipping a sign for vitamins, like vitamin C. Doing a little dance.
Those guys have talent.
Those
Burning
guys.
some calories.
Oh yeah, he's out there flipping it around, dancing. I'm like, gotta go to work, babe. Gotta get out there, flip that sign around. You know. But listen, it seems like, and I see him all the time. I'm just like, everyone should be working. Everybody should be out there doing something. That guy has a job. He's out there doing stuff. I look at my community and I want answers. I want to solve problems. There are geese everywhere. I talk about all the geese infesting, all of Marlton. There are homeless people in Philadelphia. Why not slaughter all the geese and cook them and feed them to the homeless people?
Ooh,
that's
problem solved.
Problem solved. I don't know why everyone doesn't listen to me. No, in fact, nobody does. Nobody listens to me.
We're listening.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. All right, let me read some of these chats here. Ren is Doug's wife, apparently.
Easy.
Yeah, I think you're married to the lovely Mrs. Tenaple.
Beloved Miss Tenaple. Oh, she's anti-Ren.
Is she really?
She's the anti-Ren, yeah.
Oh. Let's see. Chris Williams says, hi, guys. Remember me? I have a few questions. How much money should my Indiegogo goal be? $2 million. Also, where do I look for an inker, colorist, and letterer?
Good question.
Yeah, it's
Internet.
There's a bunch around Twitter and Instagram.
I think you're a little early asking how much your Indiegogo should be.
Well, what should his goal be? Like,
I think for me, in my personal opinion,
find an inker, colorist, and letterer.
Right.
Yeah, you got to do that first. You got to have a project.
Cart before the horse, man. Cart before the horse.
Yeah,
you find out what they'll charge.
Factor in their pay, and you want to then factor in the printer cost.
Right.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff you want to figure out first. So,
And also how much
your talent on
Indiegogo.
lockdown.
Yeah, how much Indiegogo is going to take as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they take a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joe Marone says Sopranos based on I, Claudius. Check it out if you haven't watched that. I don't want to see any Shakespeare. These people, do you like Shakespeare, Doug Tenaple?
Yeah, but I'm not an expert on it or anything. But yeah,
Is I, Claudius Shakespeare? Did I just make that up?
I have no idea. So that's how little I know.
I think it is.
No idea.
Freddie Primo, I will, Joe. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Everything is based on Shakespeare. Yeah, that guy, he wrote all the stories that everybody copies.
He wrote the songs.
My life is based on Julius Caesar, by the way. It is. Except I didn't die. I lived on like a zombie. Freddie Primo, $2. Ezra Miller for young Tony Soprano. No. Freddie, no. Gojirify. Doug's nickname for his mistress is Wet Nap. That's not. These people, Doug, you
gotta read. Hey, they're paying you. You gotta read the chat.
No, but I just want a little more respect for you, just a little bit more. You know what I mean? Is it too much to ask to respect Doug Knaple?
What do you want? It's the internet.
I,
All right.
Claudius was written in 1934 by Robert Graves.
So that's a yes for.
So Shakespeare is Robert
Shakespeare was
Graves.
still around, right?
It was close.
Yeah. All right. Look how dumb I am. Brian Urso, thanks for $10. Doug's theme song for Seducing Ren is Zappa's "Give Me Your Dirty Love." Wow. I never heard it, so I don't know what that. Donut Swan is here. That's Cecil's third sock puppet account. Malin, would you slip Renfamous the beak or nah?
No.
No.
He's not my type.
Travis Nelson, Uncle E, Coach T, and Mike bullied me into starting a Twitter account last night. Should I report them to the NPC police? Mike? Who's Coach T?
I believe is he
that
the winner?
Knaple?
Is he the winner from last night's Drawn and Quartered?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
The fan edition?
Yeah, I think that's no, not the fan edition. The winner from Drawn and Quartered didn't have a Twitter account, and and he had to get in touch with John Malin. So,
for the print, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, if you don't want the print, that's fine.
Yeah, you go ahead and bully them. I mean, go ahead and report them to the NPC police. I mean, they bullied you. James Dean, Creative Conflict. I don't know if you guys are all aware of this, but James Dean is launching Conflict on Indiegogo this Friday, which I've been looking forward to. I heard about that, James. Good luck to you. Mark C, $5. Thank you. Go ahead and get the hair plugs, Ethan. The David Letterman look is not appealing. Yeah, well, that's okay.
That's me.
My wife says hair plugs. She says, yeah, go, do it.
No.
Why do you say no?
Just shave it.
What?
Just shave it short. It's awesome. Hair plug. Do you want to deal with that? Where they rip the hair out of the back of your head and stick it up on the front?
They just take it from his back.
Oh, that's yeah. There's a lot of hair back there.
Not anymore.
It might solve both problems.
Just wear a hat on your back.
A hat back, a back
that was
hat.
Brutality. That was brutal.
I like hat backs.
I cannot lie.
Hey, and if you had a second, you think you could put Lone Star up there in your description?
Oh.
Yes, Mike. Ethan says as he swallows hard in embarrassment. Jesus, what a I'm sorry. What a dummy. Like, I'm so sorry.
That's why he has 5 figures.
Mike got Caesar to do something against his will.
No, it wasn't against my will. I was stupid. I love Mike and I tease him and I don't even put his.
I would suggest that Graveyard Shift be added too, but I want Mike to get into the 6 figures.
Oh, that's so generous of you. We should all back that instead.
Okay, so get Graveyard Shift after you get Brutus.
Totally.
Jeez.
I got to give more money to Graveyard Shift.
This is getting competitive.
That was just too generous.
It was really nice of you.
That's something Mike would never say to him.
Yeah, I have to admit, I'm impressed with the gentlemanliness of everyone in this chat.
That just seems selfless to me.
We're playing nice today.
I just put Lone Star, Heart of the Hero, in the chat. In the description. No, I don't mind, Mike. Lone Star Heart of the Hero by Mike S. Miller, $96,776. You know, he's only $3,200 and something away from catching up with John Malin. And eventually it will happen. I'm pretty sure. Back Lone Star Heart of the Hero. The book is finished, from what I understand.
Pencils and inks are done. Waiting on colors. Gotta finish up dialoguing it, but my letter said it'd only take them 3 days to get that done. So,
okay,
yeah, pretty much.
It looks great, Mike. It really does. All the stuff you've been posting.
Yeah,
appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
I want Mike to catch up so bad. I'm gonna end my campaign on Halloween night, guys.
Just for Mike.
That's his new plan.
Everything I can do to make him a winner.
Well, John, I have bad news for you. You can't have everything you want. I'm putting your comic book in the chat. I mean, yeah, you can get 6 figures. Yes, you can win first prize on Drawn and Quartered. Yes, you can be considered to be the highest T, most respected member of Comicsgate. But no, you can't just get everything. So no, Mike is probably not going to catch up to you, and you're going to have to deal with small disappointments like that. I did put Graveyard Shift into the description. Graveyard Shift right now, a very good concept. It's basically about super powered monsters / X-Men. So what if the X-Men were the universal monsters? Dracula, Creature from the Black Lagoon, Bride of Frankenstein, The Mummy. Is The Mummy in there?
No comment.
Oh, that's a bonus.
Alert. I do not confirm or deny anyone that will be in this or in the second book.
Now, John's humility and his grace, his skill, his kindness and compassion for others have put him in a position where he is now one of an elite club. I mean, Comicsgate has a handful of campaigns that have been so successful that they have reached six figures in funding. This is John's second to hit six figures. His second.
Very, very generous audience, and I can't thank Comicsgate and the Fandom Menace enough. Appreciate all your guys' support, and I'm sure the co-creator Mark Bolton would say the same. So thank you guys.
Cool. John is now going to buy a small island in the Caribbean and never be heard from again.
So Graveyard Shift, the graphic novel, is now in the description. Let me go here. Let me show people stuff. Let me screen share. Let me screen share and show people things. A Graveyard Shift is right here. $100,850. Let's see. Doug TeNaples' Bigfoot Bill graphic novel is at $111,839.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, just went up.
Someone came in. Thank you.
Oh yeah, it did. Look at that.
Yeah, they popped it a little bit. That was nice.
All right, let's see. We get some support for Galactic Comet. That would be good. $2,281. Black and White, $2,700. Let's see if we can pop that up a little bit. Yeah, we sold a couple. $2,700, $143. Brutus the Badass. I think.
Yeah, thanks to all.
27,000, Ethan.
27,000. Did I say 100?
Yeah, like twice.
I'm so bad at numbers. $30,000, $18 for Brutus the Badass. That just crawling up there. Let's see if we sold any brand. Yeah, we sold a brand. $48,373. Thank you guys for your support.
Yay.
Again, the big success of the night, I think, is Asami. Asami Children of Rusu. Every time I look, it's doing better and better. $5,180.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much.
Nice.
That's amazing.
Let me ask you guys, what type of printers are you guys using? The printer services, are they like specific to comic books, newsprint, or other publication? What type of printers are you using?
Well, there's a number of printers that specialize in comics, and I'm sure people will help you there. I think there are like 7 or 8 really big ones that are in this country and or in Canada. And just doing a little bit of research, just look up comic book printers, and you will find them. They're very expensive.
I got a good one local. I just was kind of wondering if you guys have to go to industry-specific printers.
No,
I know.
I'm going through Print Ninja, and that's they use printers in China. So
I'm going through Comics Wellspring. We got to buy American.
I'm going API. They're also American out here through the Jostens factory in Tennessee. They do all of Kevin Eastman's work, the Ninja Turtle stuff. They've got a couple of Marvel titles, so I wanted someone who'd done a comic before.
Just know, Frank, if you go out of the United States, it takes longer to get your books back, though.
Oh, yeah. No, I've used Chinese manufacturers. Absolutely. Okay. I had to make my pumpkin guts monsters, and it was just it was bad shape when they showed up here.
I used Chinese manufacturer for this. Got that came in for the Lone Star Squadron.
Nice.
Dog tag thing. So
I'm going to use that one to replace the one that I lost.
Say again?
I have a dog tag that I lost one time. I'm going to use that to replace the one that's missing.
Oh, right on. Yeah.
Is there real lead in it?
That's right. This Thomas the Tank Engine joke. Now with real lead.
It's a selling point.
wrapped in asbestos.
For your protection.
Wait, what do I have to do to get one of those Lone Star tags? Is that a tier?
Yeah, if you purchased within the first 30 days, you got one.
Oh, rip off.
Nobody
Wait,
else-
I might have been. I was in your first
I don't
30
know if I got
days.
mine in the first 30 days. I had to check.
I got one coming.
Yeah, he does. So's Ethan.
Oh man.
Hell yeah.
I'll throw it with my real ones.
Oh, and also on Friday's show, we're going to be giving. Oh, I better finish this thing. We're going to be giving this away to someone who, between day before yesterday and Friday, if you purchased something from the store, from the Indiegogo, then you are qualified to win this. But you have to be there on my show on Friday. So,
Mike, when did you launch?
The campaign?
Yeah.
I
I backed in July 14th, so I'm trying to find out.
Yeah, you're good, man.
Yeah, all right.
All right, let me finish these super chats here. We got people that are sending me super chats. All right, so yeah, when did the NPCs? Why did the NPCs not market their own comics online? Become you guys' biggest competitors? Says CP P733. I don't know. They do market their own comics online. Nobody wants them. This is the thing. They're all terrible at marketing their own work. And they're doing these comics for themselves. They're not. If you talk to them, they'll say, we're not doing this. We're not a customer-based, industry. We're doing these for ourselves. And if you don't like them, you don't have to buy them. That is their attitude, and they're terrible at marketing. And then they wonder. Then they look at us and go, "How are they making all this money? It must be organized crime."
You sound like the B-52s on that one.
Oh, thank you.
It's about to set sail.
Sign says, "Stay away, fools." That's love rules. At the Shaq.
Wow, that's good.
That is
it's crazy that Patton Oswalt has 4 million followers, and Brutus has made just as much as he did.
Right. Yeah. Why? Because we know how to market comic books to people. It's not that hard. This is what we do. You just have to actually care and want to do it. And, these people have a tremendous pride. They want everyone to crawl to them while they are cruel. We don't do that. We don't believe in that. We believe in actually trying to figure out what people want and sell to them. If comic book fans do not like any of these books we're putting out, they're not going to support them, and then we're going to have to come back to them with something different. And that's kind of how you learn. Give them another chance. It's like, this one didn't work out, but we're going to try a different one. Mark C says, a mass driver is basically a rail gun. Yeah, everybody wants me to shoot liberals with via a rail. I don't know what one is, but the man from Ant says, smug Doug on lean with a track phone. James Dietrich says, a mass driver is when you take a nerd that designs railguns and catapult him into a wall with a trebuchet. That sounds about right. GA says, that Star Trek song is brilliant, Ethan. Do you mind if I put it on my channel with a link back to yours so I can listen to it with ease? Feel free. You don't have to link it back to me. James Dean, creator of Conflict. You know what Conflict character I'm looking forward to the most? Andre Boucher, also known as Trey Boucher. May he cast his enemies into orbit. Amen. Wamen. I'm sorry, Wamen. Bogus Fortune. I'll back any book with a troop support tier. Already backed Brutus because of it. So that's a tip for some of you guys.
I got one.
Okay. Emery Calumet. What's that?
Did I started it all?
Yeah. I think that was Mike's idea.
Yeah, I followed yours. Yes, that Mike. I did a support tier also.
Awesome.
Emery Calumet says, Doug, that huge bony fish is called a Dunkelosteus.
That's right.
Junior Ruiz says, back Gusto, early to rise on Indiegogo. Hale Robert says, Guardians of Erloff coming 10/31/18 on Indiegogo. Elliot Fernandez is here. He says, you guys are dope. We miss you, buddy. Donut Swan, I'm trying to give Doug some dough because he's my people, but I'm confused by his perks. Do new customers get the bookmark, etc.?
They do at 1:15, and the store will open. The in-demand store will open up. It'll make it to 1:15. So yeah, everyone's going to get the the regular campaign goodies. Everything.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you, like, are all you guys, when you go in demand, because Sunday is the last day for Black and White, are you keeping all your stretch goals intact for the new people that are coming in?
I put stretches in for the people who come in the store, so they have to help contribute and don't just cash in on what the people did who came in during the campaign get. So they're helping lift it also. So I unlock a stretch for each of them as the store goes to whatever dollar amount.
So are you adding new ones, or are those part of the original?
I'm unlocking the originals, and I'm adding a new one at 120. I'm going to add 16 pages. And I got some other surprises coming in too.
Very cool. Yeah, we're still not sure if we're going to do an in-demand store yet, but a lot of people in the chat, when we're going on the YouTube channel, they're saying you need to put it in demand. So it looks like
you do.
We may do that. Yeah,
you do.
I didn't.
But you know, Doug, like you've been doing like Kickstarters. It's weird because Kickstarter it's all about the event. It's all about the 30 days, and then you end big. And the Indiegogo is kind of a unique situation for me because of the in-demand store. But it seems like you guys are all doing very well with that. So
yeah, the problem is when I go to print this thing, right? Then you have to cut off your in-demand because I don't want the numbers to keep going up when I'm trying to have a certain cutoff for the print run, even though I'm over printing by quite a bit. At that point, I'll know exactly how many books will be ordered, and then when it gets cut off, your SOL.
Yeah, also like all your perks too, like your stretch goals, so your bookmark and all those other things you need to know a print run as well.
Yep. Bomber patch, Bigfoot Bill bomber patch, low carb.
Ooh, cool.
Hand sewn, embroidered. Yeah.
Did Ben ever get that tattoo?
What's that?
I'm sorry.
Did
Ben ever get that tattoo?
No, I did not. He went into a different mode. So I'm turning that into a postcard. So everyone's going to get that art sent to them. I think it's a postcard. Yeah.
Surprised he didn't get that tattoo. I'm shocked.
Well, he was gonna, and he just changed. He had a event in his life that made him change his mind, and I think that's wise.
That artwork was awesome.
Oh yeah, it's good. Yeah.
Asami Children of Russo is now at 52.19. I mean, that's
sweet,
beautiful,
substantial. Guys who are watching the live drawing right now should be aware that is Mike S. Miller. His campaign is Lone Star Heart of the Heroes. So if you appreciate him and you want to support his comic book, it's called Lone Star Heart of the Hero. The link is in the description.
Thank you, Ethan.
Quite welcome.
Hey, Ethan.
Yes.
Thanks for having me on, but I got to go.
Who was on?
Get Elliot Fernandez in.
Yeah, I'm probably going to wrap up pretty soon anyway. I got to get to work.
Enough,
but let me read the rest of these. All right. See you, Nasser.
Have a good night.
Gilly writes comics and stuff. I'll take those 3-second pitches to pitch my book. Lair wants to pitch his book, Lair. Rizzy Toxic Fan Lee. Howdy, y'all. Doug as well, I guess. $20 message retracted. Thank you for a donation. I'm sorry you didn't get your message through. Antonio Malpica, Critias, $5. Stop tipping me, Critias. Thank you, though. Back Detective Dead on Indiegogo. Added pages and a variant cover for your entertainment. Thank you for your consideration. I love you, chat. Well, everyone loves you, too. Triple Herbals, thanks for $5. No man respects another man with hair plugs. Own it, embrace it, and offer no apologies. Confidence in giving zero fucks erases all your superficial flaws.
Sounds like a bald man talking.
Yeah. I'm not looking for.
Ethan, happy life, man. Yeah.
That's correct. This is the thing. I'm looking at this going, well, look at me. I don't really care, but I mean, it's like if my wife is sitting there saying, well,
if my wife asked, I would go for it. So yeah,
of course,
if she's on board, then you do it.
You gotta keep her happy.
Gotta look at you.
Right. I mean, my God, she's stuck with me. Of course, if she wants me to do whatever, I'll do it.
I agree. I agree with that.
Daniel Clooney, thank you for a $10 donation. It looks like it's just a donation, but then you pop up with another $10. Thank you. Back the Tommy Gun Dolls on Indiegogo. What a cool name for a project, Tommy Gun Dolls.
Sounds like a punk band.
Yeah, it sounds cool. Added
Tommy
new
Gun
perks.
Dolls. See? Shane?
Yeah. All right. Let me read this. Back to Tommy Gun Dolls on Indiegogo. Added new perks include signed colored print, plus bookmark, sticker, and personalized sketch in your book. Give it a chance. thanks, guys. That's the Tommy Gun dolls on Indiegogo. Gilly writes horror comics and stuff, or Gilly writes comics and stuff. Christian horror writer who canceled a live Kickstarter to join Comicsgate movement. Lair is my first Indiegogo, a paradimensional demon horror. Can I get your opinion on it? Well, Gilly, you know, I mean, send me a little message on Twitter. We'll see if we can get you in here and see how you do. You know, let me see what you got. And with that, guys, I'm gonna get to work. We did 2.5 hours tonight. And I think it flowed pretty well.
Yes, and thanks so much for bringing me on, man. I really appreciate this.
Oh, it's no problem. Stick around because I'm gonna turn the chat off, and then we'll have a little private moment in the room, all of us. And let me tell you a couple of things. Thank you to everyone in the chat tonight. Thank you for all the super chats. Oh my gosh, like I think you bought me groceries next week. So that's very kind of you. And I will see you guys tomorrow for the morning show. The morning show at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Love you all. Thanks for supporting these comics. Have a great night.
Oh,
everybody.
Thank you, everybody.
Thanks, guys.